Hey everybody, it's game 6 and I'm scared. Hey everybody, it's game 6 and I'm scared. Hey everybody, it's game 6 and I'm scared.
And now, for the singing of our national anthem, please welcome critically acclaimed tenor with the Boston Pops, Fran Rogers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rockers, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
They have the championship DNA. Can they close it out tonight to get another title? This presentation of the NBA Finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC station.
The NBA Finals are presented by YouTube TV, where you get more than cable for less than cable. YouTube TV, everything live TV should be. Try it free.
Here's my dip. Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
So small, but you can invite all your friends to watch your favorite team.
They're losing, but that's okay.
I'm tired of this commercial. I don't like this guy.
What? No, I love sports. Me too.
Arby's sold out of the most incredible drive-thru burger ever. But now through June, get 50% off one of these incredible sandwiches when you sign up for an account at Arby's.com. Incredible! Arby's, we have the meat.
I guess. I hope so.
Joel, since Kansas, we've taken our own path. We've never done what everyone else did. We took on the fear. We ignored the doubt. We loved the excitement. We believed. Even when our path didn't make sense to everyone else, we kept going. We keep going until our path is the one they wish they had taken. From executive producers of Love is Blind, 12 contestants hide their family ties to superstars.
Whoever can keep their celebrity relatives secret will win $100,000.
Hosted by Captain Frankie Jonas. Playing the Pain. Premieres Monday, July 11th on ABC.
Ooh.
Wanna win big? Yeah, I do. Then come with me. Don't forget to try the rainbow. There's a rainbow? You know it. You go there.
With over 60 fun games to choose from, you can win up to $400,000 playing on your phone, tablet, or laptop. Play DigiGames from the Georgia Lottery.
Covering breaking stories and talents. Channel 2 Action News. Welcome back to the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. Our beautiful Thursday night in Boston, Massachusetts. These fans will watch their team in person for the final time this season. Hoping to be able to watch them again this weekend on the road in San Francisco. As we get set for Game 6, let's check in for the first time with the Celtics. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, the Celtics can draw some confidence from the fact that they were able to overcome a 3-2 deficit against the Bucks in these playoffs, and they beat the Heat in a Game 7 in Miami. Ime Udoka said they spent some of the last few days rewatching film of those games, and he said his message to his team tonight: we've been in this situation before and have played some of our best basketball. Marcus Smart told us the goal tonight for the Celtics to enforce their will, something he said they had done consistently throughout these playoffs, but only in a few quarters of these finals. Smart said we've got to get back to enforcing our will to give ourselves a chance. Mike?
Lisa, let's look at our starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. Steve Kerr, going with that same starting lineup. 2 straight games now with Otto Porter, along with Thompson, Curry, Green, and Wiggins. 24 come off the bench. They will have the usual starting 5 for Ime Udoka and the Boston Celtics with Robert Williams at the center position. Well, Game 6 has given us some very special memories over the years. How about last year? Giannis Antetokounmpo had a 50-point game as the Bucks won their first championship in 50 years. Magic Johnson had that 42-point Game 6 back in 1980. Isaiah Thomas, who's in the building tonight, back in 1988, had 43, 25 and a quarter.
Steph is right there.
Performances ever in a Game 6. What are we going to see here tonight? What we know is the crowd is absolutely
Here we go.
ready once again.
Here we go.
For these Boston Celtics, the most important NBA game of their career so far is Al Horford draws a foul on his first shot, and he will shoot 2.
And you see right away that's a design play for the first possession. Posting up off of a slice cut, Al Horford against a smaller Klay Thompson. Excellent execution. That's high percentage offense.
Klay Thompson foul. Here you see Horford. And that big Game 1 has not been scoring much since then. And these Celtics, though, they have gone from magnificent to maddening, from exceptional to exasperating. But so far, they've always found a way to keep their championship dreams alive. It's one of their strengths all season, and certainly here in the playoffs to fix what went wrong. But they have the ultimate challenge here tonight, Jeff.
They've got to handle the ball. You know, the last game, Game 5, they made more threes. They got to the free throw line 16 more times. They doubled the Warriors up from the offensive board standpoint, and Curry was awful shooting, and they lost. Why? 18 turnovers to 7 for the Warriors.
Draymond get this first score.
After a couple of real struggles early in the finals, Green starting to look like Draymond Green from what we've seen for so many years. And while the Warriors have not been able to clinch on the road in their first 3 series, they're 0-3 in clinching road games in these playoffs. Smart throws up an air ball.
Rebound. Draymond got the rebound. And the first score. Yay. Otto! Get the rebound, dang it! No! No! Ooh. That's 2.
Sally's first shot.
I like that, coach. Pushing the basketball with pace, whether it be off of fakes or misses, give you a better chance against this.
No. Come on, Otto, wake up. Man. Rebound, Warriors. Dang it. Otto's got to wake up. Come on, Otto.
Great effort by Horford to create an extra opportunity after Tatum had a pretty good look in transition.
Down against Curry. Marcus Smart. Floats it up and in. Smart has had a couple of good games in the elimination areas. In Game 7 against the Miami Heat.
The coach has been talking about it all series long, allowing these Celtics players to get to their right end.
Andrew Wiggins seems to be a star.
Yeah, rebound. Man, come on, Otto. Man.
Once again, that post up, yeah. Brown. Jaylen Brown. What a hot start.
This is like the game before the other game. Dang it! Come on, man! Man, get your hands up! Get your hands up, Otto! Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Dang! Timeout! Timeout! Ugh.
Yeah. You get help, pay the price, get rid of the basketball. Brown in rhythm, knocks down the shot. I love this. Jason Tatum, ability to get off the basketball and then relocate. Defense doesn't follow. On over jump shot. Quality offense to start the ball game by the Celtics.
Welcome to the show, Daniel Little, everybody. Seems to me Danny's one only happens at the end of games.
Hold on. That's what clutch shooting is. He hits buzzer beaters.
Facts. You procrastinator.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Excuse me?
Why don't you just start playing better earlier on?
Why not ask better questions?
What are you chipping in?
Is there an eject button somewhere? Bullet Train the movie series on this film. I'm sure you want to talk this out. I'm sticking in.
This is not looking good for the Warriors. They are cold. They only have 2 points. Steph hasn't gotten going. Draymond's been the only scorer. And the Warriors have let the Celtics go through them like a hot knife through butter.
Skechers teamed up with podiatrists and
Yeah.
with podiatrist certified arch support, plus they're machine washable. Get the arch support you're looking for with Skechers Arch Fit.
Thanks for coming.
This is starting off like game 4. Okay. Nope. Start off like game 4. Game 4, the Celtics moved out to a 24-9 lead before winning. So, no. Yep. Everybody's off except Draymond. But Otto Porter is, what is he doing in there? He looks lost.
Yeah, every time he's
He's like Frankenstein. Can't. This is Otto Porter. I'm imitating Otto Porter. He's like Frankenstein. He can't move. You know.
Well, they don't need him in there. I don't know why Porter does that.
Yeah.
He doesn't put the foot on. Well, anyway, we don't know better than him. Maybe they'll catch up. It's the first quarter.
Well, they got no choice. Well, they do have a choice. They catch up or be blown out.
To get back to the streets that shit.
That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Liddell, root for those with a fighting spirit.
In the NBA playoffs, anything can happen. One minute you're feeling great about a bet, then you hear the voice in your head.
Hey Chuck, let's get out while it's still good. Then it was great, but we ain't got no room for dessert, man. You don't need none either.
Cupcakes make your head big.
With FanDuel, the ball's in your court. Just hit cash out and tell that boss in your head to be quiet.
You always say, let me take a peek at the menu. Then what happens? We end up with 2 scoops of gelato, some
Take
sugar.
$5, get $200 in free bets. FanDuel, official sportsbook of the NBA.
Streaming June 22nd on Disney Plus. You're welcome.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah, a little bit. Get ready. Marvel Studios Doctor Strange, PG-13, streaming June 22nd on Disney Plus.
Celtics have hit 4 of their first 6, including this Jason Tatum three-pointer and his biggest fan fired up. There's Deuce with a pretty good seat tonight as he watches that knock down the 3. That's a great shot. He's normally as poised and calm as his dad. It's the same kind of behavior. Not tonight.
He wants his dad to make and not turn it over. You know, he comes out on the court in warm-ups. I think I heard him whisper that to him.
Dang it.
Golden State 1 for 4 to start, and those 2 turnovers, one of the keys for them. In Game 5, they only turned it over 7 times against this Boston defense. Curry's called for a foul.
He didn't do anything.
Smart. Steve Kerr wants to see the replay.
Whether he flopped or not, to me,
That's a flop.
and I can't tell,
That's a flop.
but I love the idea of going back
That's a
to
flop.
something that has worked. And putting that pressure on Curry to go.
He did it again. Another flop.
The screen of Marcus Smart.
And that's 2 fouls on Klay Thompson.
It's another
Just 3
flop.
minutes in. Just Steve Kerr talking about we're not going to go for flopping.
Another flop.
Smart now is drawing back-to-back fouls.
But to me, and Steve Kerr pointed out, there's 2 flops. He's selling the contact. There is contact on both situations.
And I thought the second one was not a flop. I thought the kick screen and Klay Thompson ran through it.
Right back to Smart. Guarded by Curry. Again, Curry's got the 1 foul.
Yeah.
Deflected by Wiggins.
There you go. Hey, we hold on to him for.
Don't like Jason Tatum taking most fouls in transitions. We're too valuable. We just saw it with Klay Thompson. Got a second foul. Just run back.
Meanwhile, another excellent
What's he doing?
defensive play from Wiggins.
Why is he holding on to him like that?
This time the deflection that forces the turnover that causes the foul. Devon Looney. That's in just over 3 minutes in.
They decided they're going to be dirty tonight.
Derek White also quickly in the right corner. Carter can't pick it up again. Draymond Green does. And finds Thompson. Heads up play. Curry's got White on the drive. Switches to the left hand. Won't go. Rebound Looney. Curry goes.
Hey, Looney, take the 3. Ah,
Thompson.
dang it.
Look for 6 to start.
Go to the basket. Go to the basket.
Up on Tatum.
Hey, walk. He walked. Come on, ref. Yeah.
Much better patience by Tatum with the matchup advantage over Looney. Gets everybody out of the way and takes a high percent move.
And they are really trying to force Curry to his right hand tonight.
There you go.
Wiggins responds with the three.
Don't let him walk in there.
Coming off that 26-point game 5, last 2 games, he has been just tremendous. Now, good look. Looney the rebound, falls, and hands off to Thompson. Well, you expected this type of start from the Celtics. Throw that big roundhouse to begin the game. Right with that proper desperation. Thompson, off the front.
Yay! 7.
And you make a great point, Mike. Just like we expected it, so did the Warriors. This is a veteran basketball team that understood they would have to handle the initial thrust of this Celtics team.
Tatum spins, drives, pulls back. An aggressive Jalen Brown leads in, back shot won't go. Brown's at that great start to game 3. This has been the catalyst for the 2 victories for Boston.
Dang it, get the rebound. Ah, rebound.
Alfred Looney, one-on-one.
He walk.
Before the shot. Looney will pick up his first. That's already 14 fouls. 6:35 left in the period. That's a play we haven't seen this series, Coach, with how often he comes aggressive with the basketball, initiating, pushing off of the miss.
Pushed it and then just went to the back end. Steve Kerr thought he got away with that. Carry.
Tatum, once again, moving on the perimeter.
Yeah, block that, man. Get the rebound.
Thompson, a little hesitation. Sticks it out. Green is 23.
Dang it. Warrior rebound. Get the ball. He got the ball. Good. Warriors got the ball back. Don't lose the ball. Don't lose the. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. No, man. You could have blocked that stuff. Man.
Steve Kerr telling his team, pass the basketball. Too much stuff is fun. Both teams, when they have struggled offensively, because we got two great defensive teams.
Yeah, in his face. Yes. Woo.
Ball movement is critical against this type of suffocating defense.
And that was some shot right there from like Klay Thompson.
Ball, Warrior ball. Come on. Turnover. Warrior ball. Warrior ball. Warrior ball.
Well, this was actually very poor space. We're talking about Tatum. Yeah, it looked like it went off Wiggins' foot.
No, it didn't hit Tatum. Tatum had it last.
This is terrible spacing. And Klay Thompson just raises up and makes a bad possession look good.
Thompson has had two amazing clinching games.
There you go. 3. Ah.
Too strong as Jalen Brown comes out.
An earlier substitution with Peyton Pritchard.
Both coaches going perhaps a couple minutes early on a couple of substitutions.
Nope. Missed it. Good foul.
So Looney picks up his second. So Looney with 2, Thompson with 2. And Robert Williams to the line. Robert Williams has shot the ball very well from the free throw line. So upcoming national TV schedule. Of course, if the Celtics win tonight, Sunday on ABC, Game 7 of the Finals tip off shortly after 8 Eastern. Also Sunday, WNBA continues on ESPN at noon. Seattle Storm and New York Liberty. And next Thursday, a week from today, the NBA draft takes place in Brooklyn at 8 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Free throws were a problem for Boston in Game 5. They missed 10 of them. As Williams stacks on a pair.
18 to, let's see here.
On the road. That's quite an accomplishment.
Jordan Poole also in for Golden State. Curry's trying to find some room. Good closeout. 5 on 24. Williams looking for help.
4, 3, 2.
Gets inside. Layup is good.
Yes.
And they don't want him going to his left. Robert Williams not used to guarding. Curry has Smart himself for an offensive foul.
Curry now draws one on Smart, and Smart threw one on Curry.
And I like this. He didn't fall in love with the three-point line, but uses his speed and quickness, gets by Robert Williams, and shields his ability to block the layup attempt. One of the best finishes we've seen.
So great at finishing around the rim. And Robert Williams going for a foul. We've seen a lot throughout the playoffs. The officials have really let them play. That's been since the postseason began. So far, a lot of whistles early here in this one.
They want to open up the floor and get Curry and high screen the whole
Dang it.
The defense gets it back after nearly losing it. Cross one past the Poole.
Go.
Instead, drive, stops.
Yes!
Shot is good. Just like that early punch. Oakland stays back
Yeah.
4.
14-18. Rim. Nope. Warrior, come on. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Man. Golden Bear. Hard to stop. Dang it. Turnover. Jeez. No, don't let him score. Rebound. Warriors. Cool. Take it from a three-pointer. Dang it. He gets the foul, though. Good.
But the Celtics had Jim Tatum.
Welcome, everybody.
So now he's coming back in. Derek White just lost the ball on his way up, which ignited the transition into the foul by Smart against Tatum.
15-20.
So heroes in game 5, played 26 minutes off the bench, 15 points, 3 steals. And Steve Kerr keeps calling his defense brilliant.
Gives him another guy outside of Wiggins and Klay Thompson being healthy, looking like the old Klay, but it's a lockdown defender on that perimeter.
And when it comes to playoff basketball and having a significant role, he's very inexperienced, just like Wiggins. And those two had really spectacular games.
Kerr said that Peyton's game, he's perfect for the playoffs.
Rim. Dang it. Ugh.
I love that movement off the ball, the curl by Brown, which opens up Tatum, then to come off the pin down and get wide open rhythm shot.
Good starts for both Tatum and Brown for Boston. Richard guarding Wiggins. Flips into Peyton. Three-pointer miss.
Rebound. Got the rebound. Yeah. 18-22.
Boxing out the shooter, allowing Peyton to chase down his own.
Warriors are creeping back, folks.
Peyton for 6 threes and 2 rebounders. Super athletic.
Yep.
Double team, throws it.
Turnover.
That's going to be a
Backcourt.
violation.
Yep. Warriors get the ball.
That's 4 turnovers for Boston. Take a timeout.
Give up the shot that you want. Make sure the three contested, but you don't walk out. You make mistakes with the lights.
The Celtics play a lot on emotion to the point where you can see when they're beginning to pair off because it's reflected in the percentage shots they miss after a time. That has allowed the Warriors to get back into the contest.
More big hits. Less getting hit with hidden fees. More triple-digit pitches. Less triple-digit payments. More modern. More simple. $750 less than cable per year. Try it free.
At Booking.com, finding perfect isn't all that difficult.
Beachfront property, no problem. Kitchen.
How are you guys? Got it. And EV charging. Find your perfect place to stay. Booking.com. Yeah. To get more hits out here, start training in here. Introducing Win Reality. Game speed pitches anywhere, anytime. Hands in sync with eyes. Confidence in sync with your progress. Be ready for real. Win Reality.
This past year, we've all let ourselves go a little. But now it's time for everyone to step up their game. With Wolf and Shepherd.
Oh, nice.
Wolf and Shepherd look great with full grain, Italian leather, and classic styling.
I want those.
But they're my go-to
Wrong.
shoes because of how they feel.
Yeah.
Cushy, light, super comfortable. Okay, guys, let's get to work.
Wolf and Shepherd. Huh. To check those out.
Georgia, look. Penna var bara till sig. Ralph, that's the Chewy Pharmacy box with our free tick meds. It's not peanut butter.
The peanut butter goes in the city.
Pet prescriptions delivered to your door. Chewy.
What are we 2 months behind?
Wolf and Shepherd, folks.
Are we 2 behind?
4 behind.
Or 4 behind?
Hey, folks, those shoes that Gronk was advertising, Wolf and Shepherd, I found them on here. Wolf and Shepherd, $189 at the Wolf and Shepherd website. So they're not cheap.
Extra large.
With the Bank of
Wolf
America
and Shepherd.
customized cash rewards card, you just can't stop getting rewards.
These are loafers that
Ready for some
Gronkowski just had a commercial on. I'll show you. Rob Gronkowski, tight end. These are the shoes that he's pushing. These.
Wolf and Shepherds look great with full tank.
Look, $189. Yeah.
They're my go-to shoes
Look.
because of how they feel.
Hey, how you doing?
Comfortable. Okay,
We're behind. We'll be back. We'll be back. Woohoo! All right, back to the game, folks. Back to face.
Rated PG. July 1st.
Michael Wiggins.
Mitchell. 5 participants as acts who played in the NBA. Golden State with 4. And Boston with 1. Michael Thompson won a couple of titles. Gary Payton won the title.
Michael Thompson.
The Williams and Tito Hoffer.
Dale Curry. Tito Hoffer. Come on, Warriors. 22-18.
All the fathers out there. Absolutely. We're just going to try to get the big piece of chicken.
Yeah. Oh, man. Gary, you should have slam dunked it, man. He tried to lay it up before it get blocked. He was like he was afraid.
I don't think Sunday's going to be a day of a lot of kids.
Williams has come on. And touches it for the first time. Pritchard gets in back up top to Tatum. 5 on the 24.
No, short.
In and out. Cool the rebound.
Now we can be cool. Come on, Wiggins. Come on.
Bring it to Curry. Curry pumps.
Ah.
Not like Grant Williams. So first foul on Grant Williams. 14th foul, first in the last 2 minutes.
A small play by Curry didn't get called, but sold it like he was taking a shot attempt. He'd get the benefit of taking it out on the side.
Warriors defense has become very good since that early timeout.
Take it, Draymond. Yeah! New game. 21-22. Draymond. Woo! Oh, miss it. Warrior rebound. Yeah! Warriors can have the lead right here. Curry. That's it, folks. Yes! The lead! Woo! Warriors have it. Woo! 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 Up by 2.
And with discipline to get it back to him.
5 on 24. White given the open look. Now drives on Wiggins to run it.
Blocked by Wiggins. Wiggins, yeah! Rebound! Defense! Woo! Take it, yes! 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 That's a 3! Woo! 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 Uh-oh. Oh, nope. Warrior rebound. Come on, score again. Dang it. Warriors win the first half. Woo, yay! Woo! Woo!
They cut up the front.
Woo!
Let's go. Come on, Warriors. I don't want Another game.
What is this brief mortal life if not the pursuit of legacy?
We got a lot of work to do anyway, so maybe we can start doing our work.
We both have terrible things in our lives.
I like legit nervous.
I'm trying to be a good person. It's not hard. A lot of people feel like us.
If you're to defeat, you'll have to trust me. Let's get the serious boost.
The cat. It's come this way.
She reminds me of Amanda so much. It's not funny. Yeah.
The 2022 Toyota. Let's go places.
There are lots of ways to support our brave first responders. Drinking rich and smooth proper Irish whiskey is one of them. For every bottle of proper number 12 we sell, a donation is made to first responders. Here's to the proper heroes. Shonda.
The first pie I ever made, I learned from my high school boyfriend's mom. I ate it and I was like, I gotta learn how to do this. As an African-American business owner, my community members have shown up for me time after time.
Champion Black businesses as we share together.
Oakland. Finally, we get Oakland. Wait a minute. We got Oakland, folks. We got Oakland. We got Oakland. We got Oakland. We got Oakland finally. We turned that back. Hold on a second. Right here. Right here. Okay. They stay. Hold on a second. Folks, they heard me yelling like a crazed animal stuck in the corner fighting for his city, Oakland, from blogosphere and video blogosphere. Finally, we get Oakland on TV. That's Lake Merritt right there. That's downtown Oakland. That's City Center with the Blue Shield building right in the foreground, the tallest building right there. I can even spot my apartment just over there, right off Lake Merritt over there at Adams Point. Oakland. We finally get Oakland, home of the NBA champions.
Finals, ESPN champions, Black businesses.
Subscribe to Zennie62 and bookmark OaklandNewsNowBlog.com. Woo!
Crazy family. Stay out of family feuds.
How dare you?
How dare you? A dinner and a show.
Next family in business.
The cousin owes me a lot of money. That guy's crazy. I saw him cut a guy's hand off, slapped him in the face with it. What? Like the Addams Family thing.
You're clear, his ex-girlfriend.
Joe?
Melissa.
It's your dad. Me and him used to be real intimate. I could have been your mom. But clearly I'm not.
Easter Sunday, rated PG-13.
With E.T.
Come on, that's that leg.
Welcome back to the Boston. Tonight's coach's interview is brought to you by Verizon. Steve, I heard you tell your guys it's likely we're going to have to weather an early storm. What did you like about the way they took that first one?
The defense, we fell behind quickly, but strung together some stops, and that allowed us to get back in the game.
What specifically changed, improved with your defense within that first quarter?
I think just the ball pressure, just the overall force. They didn't feel us those first 2 minutes.
All right, again, both these teams, two of the premier elite defensive teams in the NBA. They have stretches, they have a foul call. Tatum will pick up 2, so Tatum has 2. Marcus Smart has 2. Klay Thompson has 2.
But this is not Smart. He's defending Draymond Green, who's not a threat on the block.
And I don't think he fouled him.
But as you said earlier, Jeff, that was called that take foul. All of a sudden, he's got to think twice. Wiggins drives on Williams.
Yeah, get the rebound.
Green tips it out to Bull.
Yes! Woo! 8, up by 8 now.
And Bull's 3 for 3 off the bench. He's got 8 points in 5 minutes. Derek White off and
No.
Thompson the rebound. Again, Golden State looking to push it.
Get it.
Opportunity. Thread the needle.
Yes! Up by 10! Woo! Up by 10! Woo-hoo!
A 10-point lead for Golden State.
Woo!
Terrific play.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
To be on the offensive board. He comes in, he wedges Tatum out of the way, tips it back to Cole. That's a hard and difficult shot that he knocks in, and then it's tremendously fundamental. Yelling like a crazy by the Warriors that leads to a Wiggins play.
Warriors.
Now, hey, aha, the new MacBook Air.
Here we go. Critics are buzzing about Disney and Pixar's life.
Home of the NBA champ. Subscribe to Zennie62.
Pixar doing what Pixar does best. Sorry. Forgot my cat. Disney and Pixar's life. PG only appears tomorrow. It's available now.
With 40 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, Muscle Milk Pro helps build muscles. You don't just build muscles, you build strength by inspiring those around you. So go, own your strength.
I love my new home. I always wanted a house with historic architecture, but it might be too Victorian.
Hey, Coach, interesting headline on this. Pants? Yes, I do believe they're called pants. Probably.
No. At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. I save so much. Just text me while I'm heading up.
It's a ghost.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's called self-care.
It's a gas card. You always use gas.
Always.
You have a
Thank you.
Hey, you need gas?
Yep.
How about now?
Still no.
Hey, Grandma Daddy's birthday's tomorrow.
A gas card. I could use this.
Evolve your journey beyond the pump in the first ever Tucson plug-in hybrid EV.
Oh man, can't do that. Got to get rid of him. Couldn't guard me then, can't guard me now. Bye-bye. Just like magic.
What a turnaround, folks. They were behind by what? As much as 8 points? Wow. They're behind by 8 points to start the game. Now they're ahead by 10. Yeah. Yeah.
We know you deserve it, but the fact we can't go is total.
BBC July 7th, a new comedy game show between juniors
The comedy team known as the 3 what? 3 dummies?
and seniors.
What's TikTok?
Kelly Ripa hosts Generation Gap, premiering Thursday, July 7th on BBC.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Drive always discovers possibility. Goodyear, more driven. Now the Warriors driven after a hot start by Boston. Golden State dominated since 2.5 left in the first. Scored the last 11 of the first 5 here in the second.
The Celtics bench is a negative 50
Nope.
to start this game.
Get their ball. There you go. There you go.
Again, Golden State pushing it every opportunity. Keeps up on a face down half court. Celtic defense. Small lineup, Green now, the small ball center. Full, side step. Three-pointer missed it. Draymond Green, another rebound. Kicks it back out. Poole's going to try again. And nails another.
Yes! Woo-hoo!
11 points in 6 minutes.
Woo-hoo!
13-point lead.
Woo-hoo!
Started knocking down shots, but Draymond Green has made it plays all over the floor.
Another rebound. Another turnover. Yes! Yes! Woo-hoo!
Woo! Come on, keep it up. Keep it up.
What you've seen. My friends, you're not ready.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
There is nothing you can't do.
Oh, balance on TV. Why you got it in the prison? 16, 77.
You might have heard of Carvana, and that we sell cars online. What you probably didn't know is that we're in the business of making you happy. We believe buying a car should be something that gets you hyped up. So you should be empowered to shop when you want, where you want, wearing whatever you want. And that your new car ought to come with newfound happiness and zero surprises. So we promise that we'll treat you right. We'll put you in control. And all of us will stop at nothing to drive you happy. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
It's Father's Day, which means dads everywhere are getting the same things. Ties, gloves, trimmers, and even good old picture frames. Yeah, I guess our gifts are a little different at the Home Depot. Save on the best gifts for dad. Feels like Father's Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Question for you, Snoop G or Double G. What are we doing today?
Just living the fine life, baby.
Great. I love that. Just blocking off my calendar.
Give me all that real quick. The best plans are no plans.
You know what, Snoop D or Double G? I think you might be right.
I know I am, Andy. And you can just call me Snoop.
You got it, Snoop. And Double G.
Joel, since Kansas, we've taken our own path. We've never done what everyone else did. We took on the fear. We ignored the doubt. We loved the excitement. We believed. Even when our path didn't make sense to everyone else, we kept going. We keep going until our path is the one they wish they had taken.
This Father's Day, don't miss the movie that soars in the above the heights.
Yeah, it sure is.
And it's one of the greatest movies ever made. Top Gun Maverick, PG-13.
Back in Boston, Warriors up 15. On the splash, brothers be without a Poole. Draymond Green flat out working everybody on the floor, creates another opportunity, throws it out to Jordan Poole, knocks down the long ball. This is just careless. Get double team, get rid of the rock. Excellent defense by the Warriors, off to the races, simple basketball in transition. Celebration by Poole, and your franchise player up off his feet, realizing he's closer to getting some more jewels. Poole is only 22 years old. It's his third year in the league. He made a huge jump this year. He started 51 games, a lot until Clay Thompson returned from his injury. Had some big games, 8 times during the regular season, 30 or more. First games of the playoffs, he had a 30-point game. He's been so explosive. Jalen Brown now answers, and the run is over. The 21-0 run, going back to the first. That's the longest in an NBA Finals in the past 50 years.
So that's a great play by Tatum. Didn't try to get too deep in his penetration. And this starting unit for the Celtics here hadn't played together. 14-2, this is the first time they've been back on the floor together.
Opportunities all
ball. Ah, dang it.
Thompson couldn't come up with it, so Celtics ball. And just good basketball. Just got rid of it. Brown doesn't try to dribble it. Just rises up and shoots it. Brown first Celtic in double figures. Tatum whips it past the Williams inside the slot.
No, rim it. Nope. Rebound. Warriors. Nah, dang it. Well, Warriors get the ball. Oh, dog, and he saved it. Don't let him walk in there. Hey, they can't do that. What?
First foul on Draymond Green.
The Warriors coaching staff looks at Steve Kerr and thumbs down and says, don't challenge him.
That looks like he should have. Dang it. Come on, Warriors. Fight back.
And the lead now cut to 10.
They've got good shots off screening action.
Hit the three.
Off the ball.
Hey, what is that? Come on. Yep.
Waiting to try the handoff was good. Was Smart and Poole having some words. David Guthrie telling Smart to relax. We've seen already several exaggerated calls. As Marcus, you said there's contact on most of these, but not a lot of.
He got a taste of his own medicine. He got a taste of his own medicine.
Language on the Celtics bench during that previous timeout. Brown told his teammates,
Rebound. Hey, that's goaltending. That is goaltending. Doggone it. That is goaltending.
Foul going against Golden State. That'll be their second team foul. And Peyton picks up his first. Steph Curry will check back in for Golden State. Peyton 4 points, 3 rebounds, an assist and a steal.
And if they're going to play this, take Peyton out, they've got to go and find Al Horford against Steph Curry.
Tatum against Wiggins. This handles.
No, rim.
Way off as Curry gets the rebound.
Take it there. Dang it. Nope.
Ooh, they're crazy. I am too.
Livestream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Baseball, Ghostbusters. Baseball, Ghostbusters. Baseball.
It's good to be back. That is one foul ball. Let's do this.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand.
They heard me yelling like a crazy
$30 over 2 months.
animal.
Frosty time is not like you time.
In the corner,
You time tastes
fighting
like
for
a
a seat, Oakland.
Can I get a handle this? You got this, brother. I know you've been working out.
Please, this is pretty heavy.
That's why I got the small, man.
When it's Frosty time, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new Strawberry Frosty.
5-hour energy, because spring means getting stuff done. Lots of stuff. You gotta cut stuff, pour stuff, plant stuff. And you're gonna need some energy. Lots of energy. 5-hour energy for every weekend to-do list.
Back in Boston, Celtics down 8. They need more of this. Robert Williams, a terrific chase down block after Curry had gotten by him. And then in transition, Al Horford gets it ahead to Tatum. Tatum with the little sidestep and layup to to get it back to a manageable deficit.
Golden State has been up by 15. We're going to hop on the roller coaster here at Game 6. We have seen just huge momentum swings throughout the playoffs. Celtics have been leading the charge in that area pretty much every round. Klay Thompson falling away.
Woo!
Thompson, his third field goal.
He's shooting fading to the side from 18 feet, knocks it in. That's great shot making.
You just know?
No, but I'll tell you one thing. I want a new award in the NBA for a really good player that's super likable and honest. The Klay Thompson Award.
Absolutely.
What?
Williams.
Come on.
Is like out of bounds.
Where your ball?
Came over to help. 6 turnovers for Boston. That's the number to keep an eye on.
And the thing you love about Klay Thompson, you sit and talk to him, he's telling the truth. Whatever that truth is, whether you like it or not, he's telling the truth. It's refreshing.
Wiggins on the attack, goes to Horford, flips it up, shot won't go. And Horford with the rebound, he's got 5 of those already. Horford said he had to set the tone defensively for the Celtics. Pick up his offensive production. Brown throws up a difficult shot, gets his own rebound, and it's foul.
Oh, come on.
Good effort from Jaylen Brown.
So Moody picks up his third personal. Good job by Brown, chasing after his own missed shot. Great energy, great effort on the offensive balls.
Just over 5 minutes gone by here in the second. Both teams have had double-figure leads. Derek White.
Dang it, you left him wide open. Come on, Warriors. Get your butt out of here.
There was a pin down, so against the switching defense, there's more opportunities to make mistakes. Celtics picked it up. White to Robert Williams for an easy one.
In there.
With the corner three.
Yes! Woo! Back to 11. Woo! Yeah. Draymond, there you go. Dang it. Warrior ball. Warrior get the ball back. Warriors get the ball back.
But again, on the other side is the carelessness of the Celtics, but great job pushing the basketball, and then good job by Williams. Extra effort sets Klay Thompson down on 1-1.
But he's really struggled at the offensive end.
Looney tried to follow, and it wouldn't go down. Like the other way. Terry caught on a screen, now guarding Brown. Tatum drives on Draymond Green. Inside one, stolen by Green. And Green is fouled by White. That will be the third team foul. They'll take it out of bounds. Watch live as this year's NBA draft class takes the stage and begins the next chapter in their basketball journey. Tune in Thursday, June 23rd, 8 p.m. on ABC and ESPN as the future starts now.
Well, I think, Coach, I'm watching this Celtic offense, and they've been outstanding all
year.
And they very well could win a championship. But not having a true orchestrator, searching out mismatches, allowing Steph Curry to guard Jaylen Brown.
No. Yes! 44-31. Warriors. Woo! Warrior ball. Go, Draymond. Slam it home. No, dang it. Oh, man. Yeah.
That's good defense. Terrific shot making.
Nope.
Rattles around and drops it. With his first shot attempt.
More quick passes for Boston. Less dribble.
Steph. That's in. No. Draymond.
They've got 9 Offensive rebounds. Already here in the first half.
Steph.
Curry sees some room.
Boom. 40. There's your 47 to 33.
You can tell this Warrior basketball team has been here before.
Woo!
Curry not just 10 points, but 5 assists.
Up.
Offensive fouls called.
Yes. Turnover. Turnover.
Personals with 4:22 left here in the second.
Williams looks at the referee.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Trying to armbar him. Ridiculous.
Gets right in the air.
Yep.
Fly by. Makes him pay the price.
Step.
For witnessing greatness.
We've seen it over and over again during these playoffs, and especially the finals. Andrew Wiggins' defense is sensational. Spins on Pritchard, kicks it out to Green. Green killing it after hitting one.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to it. Stop. Absolutely. That's in his last 3-pointer. Feeling it? You can't make one in a series and say feeling it. Have you watched him shoot? They haven't even been close. He hits when he's fired up. No, he's fired up, but he's not feeling. Goes to Smart.
No.
Porter and Payton will return.
They messed up the game.
10 turnovers already.
Looney taking out the big dudes.
Looney, by the way, this is his
Going small.
104th game of the season. Played all 82
Wow.
in the regular season. Hasn't missed one in the playoffs.
Looney's the Iron Man.
Talk about dependable. Brown
Yep.
catches fires.
Golden Bear misses. Ah.
Draymond Green with another rebound. He's
No.
got a little bit of everyone.
Oh. Good stop, Draymond. Good stop.
And a steal. Klay Thompson with the left
Dang
hand.
it.
Can't get it.
Dang it.
Grabs it.
No.
Williams left wide open.
Well, this is the best Draymond Green has played in a while.
Sure is.
That's saying a lot. He's been all
Yeah.
over the floor on both sides of the court.
And a good game 5, but an excellent start here in 6.
Woo! 49-33. Woo! 16. 16.
Celtics have got to find a run right here. Richard up top. Payton comes up with it. Get another turnover. Finds Porter back out.
Get
to
it.
Payton.
Nope.
And Grant Williams, good hustle to prevent Curry from shooting that 3.
Hold on.
Draymond Green orchestrated.
Yeah, there you go. Woo! Great pass. Warriors up by 18.
Draymond Green's going to spend his just on everything here in the first half. Again, orchestrating the offense. Gets Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in big action.
Woohoo!
Thompson dives, the delivery on point. How about Steph Curry? Dance, young man, dance. Right out, hitting it. On the green.
Oh, come on, Warriors. I can't wait till fourth quarter. I don't want them to
There's the
lose.
gag.
I want them to win.
See tonight,
Let
Michael
it
and
be
Jalen
over.
get a set. Right here in the TD Garden.
And Ime Udoka going back to Tatum and Smart with 3 fouls.
Nice turnaround.
Yep.
A double dribble call.
Yeah, double dribble. Yep. Double dribble.
You coach differently in an elimination game. This might be one of those instances. Normally, you wouldn't leave both key players in with 3 fouls. But clearly, with the team down 18, he needs his stars in because the bench has not been able to produce.
Well, the mindset is we're fighting for our playoff lives, but ironically, you're not fighting right now. So he's got to find something and someone to create some energy and passion for his team.
Well, you're talking about
Another 2 points will be 20 up.
With White on the floor, minus 20 with Pritchard, and minus
He came
23
back
with
from
Williams,
21.
and 5.5 minutes.
Thompson. Clay! Woo! 21! Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo! Come on, another three. Get the three, Clay. Nope. Another. What?
Some spectacular defense.
What?
You gotta find
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He walked. Dang it.
Johnson gathered himself after a good defensive play, turns it over, and Jaylen Brown will shoot a couple of free throws. They've only taken 4 here in the first half. Second foul on Steph Curry. Meanwhile, the Warriors have only taken 2 free throws.
And you don't want to get to where you're flailing. And right now, Boston's flailing.
These free throws are presented by YouTube TV. Scan the QR code now for $10 off your first 3 months. Try it free.
What basically, I understand, but what do you mean by Boston?
Like, shots taken against double team, against good defense, instead of moving it to another action.
Oh! Nope. Take the three. Take the three, Wiggs. Ah.
Smart was really yelling at Zach Zorman and David Guthrie. He came up before. He got attempted in the last game. And he told his team to knock that stuff off.
Warrior ball.
After the first 3 or 4 minutes, they just haven't been in a good rhythm on offense at all.
No kidding. There's a reason for that. Oh, man. Turnover, though. Don't let him score. Nope. Warrior ball. Don't let him get the ball. Get the ball, Warriors. Warrior ball. Thank you.
Steph Curry looks like he may have been shaken up a little bit. He's going to come out. 41.9 remaining.
You see outstanding defense by Draymond Green in transition, forcing Tatum. That's just bad offense. And I understood you talk about the plus minus for the bench guys. They're not the ones that's going to put you in position to win a game 6 and force a game 7. It's your stars. It's your main guys. And they have not shown up and fought to the same level that the Warriors guys have.
And Mark, you can see the same things happening. They're frustrated right now with they feel is getting a bad whistle.
That was not a foul. That wasn't a close. That wasn't a bang call.
Ah.
And the ball is kicked.
Got to kick out of that, didn't
All
you?
you should be thinking right now, if you're Boston, is stop and score. That's it. One possession at a time. Do your job to the best of your ability.
Cool. High arc is 3.
Yeah. Yes. Come on. Stop him. Ah, no. Ah.
Absolutely, 100% pass from Boston.
Yeah, a nice little touch pass. He knew exactly what was happening.
Making back up top to Green Williams, by the way, for 6 points. Shot clock turned off.
6, 4, 3. Wiggins. Rebound, Draymond. That's a goaltend. That's a goaltending. That's a goaltend. What?
To end the first half, a wild roller coaster.
Hey, to answer your question,
Boston went up by 12 in the opening minutes. Golden State then outscored them by 33 points. They're up by as many as 21.
Yep, Warriors have
incredible numbers on the momentum swing.
Warriors 10
And at halftime,
10 threes.
15-point lead.
This is 3, 4.
They win another title. The Celtics trying to force a game 7 should be Sunday.
The Celtics.
Golden State in control. 54-39 halftime of game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Come on, Warriors. The third quarter. Now, that's when Boston came back from 19 looking down.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen here.
That's true.
If the Warriors make it through the third quarter, we might be okay.
Yep.
Armor, minimum effort, maximum protection.
That's who you are. All right, I'll make this one. Hey, folks, I'll be right back. I'm just going to make some quick tea for my mom. Listen, I'm going right over here. $1,800. That's some great vodka. Tequila. Up to tequila. 1,800.
But now from June, get 50% off one of these incredible sandwiches when you sign up for an account at Arby's.com. Incredible! Arby's, we have the meat.
Back in Boston with tonight's thrilling moment driven by Nissan, Jalen and Steph Curry.
Warriors plus 21 from the three-point line, so it's only right. The greatest three-point shooter that Stephen A. said God has created knocks one of them down.
He's got to finish off in the second half. He's got a dozen at halftime in 60 seconds.
Yes. No, not the office. Just my window. You can just give me one.
Hello? It's a beer opener that turns off all of your caps.
What if your entire day glided like new Dove Men Ultimate? Its hydrating water-based formula glides on without irritation, so you can glide through your entire day with confidence. New Dove Men Ultimate. Feel the ultimate glide.
You had the crazy idea that you could have your cake and drink it too. Dunkin' Cake Batter Signature Latte. Mission accomplished, everyone. America runs on Dunkin'.
To look up and see those names, I know I'm in a place of gods.
I can't think of anything I would rather do than own the Lakers.
I don't think my dad intended to build a kingdom. He did.
From executive producer Peyton Manning comes a new game show where the only way to win is to keep it together. This sounds crazy, right? Can't believe I'm hosting a game show. The Final Straw, July 10th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It's the NBA Finals. The finals are underway, and legacies are on the line. The Warriors look to return to glory. And the Celtics help aim to raise Lucky back at 18. Legendary stats, but wait. It's the NBA Finals. This is what it's all about. Because the finals are forever. Somebody will reach basketball immortality. Celtics Warriors. Sunday on ABC.
Sunday.
Welcome to the Midwest
Welcome back to Boston, where the Warriors have opened a 15-point halftime lead. The Splash Brothers have combined for 24. The Celtics have committed 13 turnovers. Stephen A., your thoughts?
My thought is Boston looks absolutely shook. You up 14-2, and the next thing you know, you got 21 points. They got blitz. Jordan Poole came off the bench, gave a huge spark, hit 4 of his 6 shots. Of course, Clay has been hitting shots as well. But more than anything else, Marcus Smart being in foul trouble, and the stars that is Tatum and Jaylen Brown have not shown up to match the intensity that the Golden State Warriors have thrown. I like the last 2 or 3 minutes for Golden State, but outside of that, they have dominated for the most part. Boston's in trouble.
13 turnovers and getting killed on the boards. That's inexcusable. That's a sign of some sort of disorganization, panic. not understanding what the mission is tonight. All we talked about, all they talked about is not turning the ball over. And it doesn't matter that points over turnovers, after turnovers is essentially even. The Warriors can play and turn the ball over. That's okay. The Celtics cannot get away with that because not only are you giving up points, but you're not scoring on those opportunities. And to get out rebounded here in a game, in an elimination game, that doesn't make any sense.
And they're 3 of 14 of Boston Celtics for three-point range. But here's the thing I want to say. Boston got to stop crying to the refs. They got to stop flopping too much. Marcus Smart, all 3 of his fouls, he ended up on the floor. You playing at home. It's an elimination game. You got to play with force. Like, the Warriors ain't using kill shots. The Warriors ain't using warning shots. They using kill shots. You see Clay, you see Poole, you see Steph, they going for the jugular.
Other thing I want to mention, Draymond Green. We got to give him some love right now. He's got 7 assists. He's got 7 rebounds. He's got 5 assists. He's grabbing every key rebound. He's pushing tempo, dictating pace. He's finding open shooters. He's setting them up. He's out rebounding them. He's playing with the force that Jalen said Boston should be playing with. This is not good for the Boston. This is incredibly disappointing thus far.
And the fans let them hear it too. There was a moment late in that half where the Celtic fans were booing the home team as they fell way behind. Jalen, the Warriors can't get on the break and getting it done. Turner was here. Nice a player like Wiggins in a dunk like that. We're back in just a moment.
This halftime report is presented by Meta Quest, the official VR headset of the NBA.
Bodies that look like this also look like this. Rise like this. Flex like that. And this. And this.
No, I'll tell you what. If you're not going to take that yeah, my bowels were turmeric. I don't need no more turmeric today.
You know that show I was telling you about? Yeah, I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. Wasn't expecting that. It was
literally the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was such a scene, but I was pretty hot.
so hot. I mean, the look on his face.
You really missed out on the best
Time of our lives. We really had to be there. When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it's going to happen. It's when.
And foot of crow, eagles, egg, and seagulls too. It's a wasp and ooze a fly. Soon I too can take to the sky.
Mom, are you still busy cooking?
Well, you're welcome to come and help me, Big Freya.
But Mom, there's no helping you anymore. Don't you know? Red Bull gives you wings.
See somebody step this game up, huh?
Game over. Pay for grand entrances. The Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
The next pick in the NBA draft is Johnny Davis.
The toasted cheddar chalupa is back. Only at Taco Bell. Welcome back to the Meta Quest halftime.
Golden State by 15. Boston Celtics need to pray. That's right. That's where it is right now. Prayer. Horford, Smart, White, Grant Williams. That's our plan. Go leave to the stars.
Play with Celtic pride in the second half.
And a reminder that with MetaQuest, the official VR headset of the NBA, fans can watch highlights, compete with friends, and take a selfie in the trophy room at NBA Lane in Horizon World. The third quarter is next on ABC.
This presentation of the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
You could go from point A to B, or you could go to point X.
Okay. Hey, Alberto. How are you, Albert Chancho? Woo. How you doing? All right. Let me get this back for you folks. For those who asked, real quick, we'll go over the stats. The game field goals: Warriors 42.9%, Celtics 40.5%. Three-pointers: the Warriors 43.5%, Celtics 21.4%. Biggest difference of the game. Free throws: Warriors 100%, Celtics 100%. Total rebounds: Warriors 26, Celtics 17. 2 offensive for the Celtics, 9 for the Warriors. Assists: 15 for the Warriors, 13 for the Celtics. The Celtics post 4 blocks, the Warriors 2. The Warriors get 6 steals, 7 for the Celtics. Turnovers: 12 for the Celtics, 8 for the Warriors. Points in the paint: 20 for the Warriors, 12 for the Celtics. Another big difference. Fouls: personal fouls, 9 for the Celtics, 9 for the Warriors. May not sound like a big stat, but considering that the Warriors were as much as 3 times ahead in terms of fouls called against them in previous contests during this series, that's a big difference in favor of the Warriors. So that's how the game rounds out from the stats perspective. For the scoring, the Celtics, you've got Robert Williams III with 6 points, Jaylen Brown with 14, Jason Tatum with 11, 4 points for Al Horford. Marcus Smart clocks in with 2 points, 2 points for Derek White. Peyton Pritchard with none, and that's rounds out the scoring for the Celtics team as a whole. For the Warriors, Draymond Green, 5 points, 10 points. Andrew Wiggins, seems like he scored more, doesn't it? 12 points for Steph Curry. Klay Thompson clocks in with another 12 points. Otto Porter Jr. has none. 4 points for Gary Payton II. 0 for Kevon Looney. Jordan Poole, 11 points. And that score rounds out the Warriors scoring, with more Warriors contributing in points than can be said for the Celtics. And that is your stats for the contest, folks. Albert says, I think the Dubs will close it out tonight. I think you're right. All right.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
You just did.
What do you think, Ma?
Unbeatable.
Go Warriors.
Fans do anything, so you can do anything.
Whoa. Right now, get rooms to go July 4th Hot Buys. Hot Buys on beautiful furniture, plus 60 month interest-free financing. How's that for hot value? Get quick-looking living room Hot Buys. Sizzling bedroom Hot Buys. Turn up the heat dining room Hot Buys. And payments starting as low as $15 a month, interest-free. So let's go. Save big on July 4th Hot Buys and get 60-month interest-free financing. Now at Rooms to Go. Your moments, your stores in Jonesboro. Channel 2 Action News.
Welcome back to the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. Game 6 from Boston Celtics trying to force a Game 7, but they got themselves in a 15-point hole. It's 54-39. Golden State in front. Tonight's first half stats brought to you by Google Pixel. And, of course, the key number that the Celtics always look at, turnovers. 12 of them in that first half. Some of them had to do with Golden State defense. Some of them had to do with reckless passing by the Boston Celtics. Let's listen to Ime Udoka during his halftime talk with his team.
It's a 15-point game. How do you game close? Plenty of time. Turn it up right from the start. They'll let you back in the game. They're going to keep playing the same way. Season's on the line now. Let's see what we got the second half. Let's go.
Well, the season certainly is on the line, and there is plenty of time, but that was shocking
to have a 21-0 run in an NBA Finals, and you guys have talked about it this whole Finals, the Celtics and their passing.
To me, I thought about it. You want them to be more careful with the basketball, but I'm even off of that. I want them to fight. I think they lost their fight. The Warriors imposed their will, and they let go of the rope.
And I think bad offense oftentimes leads you to having your resolve tested. And I think right now the resolve of the Celtics is tested. And it'll be interesting. They started off with a great run to start the game. Why can't they make a great run here to start the second half?
Here we go, folks. Biggest quarter of the contest.
But this is a Celtic team. They were down 15 in game one. Ball deflected out of that. In game one of this series, they were down 15 late in the third quarter, came back and had that this thrilling come from behind win to take a 1-0 lead in these finals. Let's check the releases offense.
Hey, Mike, I asked you, how they begin to turn this around. He said it starts with increasing their physicality. He said we weren't on bodies in that first half, not connected to shooters. The Warriors were getting every 50-50 ball. He said we have to pick up our effort. I asked him if Golden State was turning them over. He said
yes! Draymond hits the three! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's a championship three right there. Draymond! Draymond with a three! Ha ha!
When you come down with your 3-point shot, so you have to have a certain field goal percentage to do that. So you can bring that to the competition committee. Misses. Ball for the rebound. Walker's been active.
And that's what Ime Udoka was saying at halftime. They're going to play fast. They're going to have possession.
Nope.
Walker can't hit. Only his second shot attempt. When we're talking about that comeback in game one, Walker had the 26 points to that game one. Otto Porter ain't getting the start. Williams drives out Williams. Williams, Walters hit another shot. That's deflected. Otto Porter trying to pester Tatum. Green now picks him up on a switch. Smart's only taken 2 shots. Drives inside and missed it. Fight for the rebound. Wiggins. And Smart and Tatum, 3 fouls in that first half. Only the only Warrior with 3 fouls in the first half. Whips a pass to Wiggins.
Yep.
Knock block. One down again. Caught shot.
Oh, dang. Air ball, though. Come on. Come on, Warriors.
They come out with more energy and force on the defensive end, but they've got to execute a little better offensively.
Yeah.
Put themselves in position to get quality looks on the offensive end.
The largest lead was 21. And the Celtics go to these playoffs. They've had some funky performances at home. They're only 6-5 here at the TD Garden in the postseason.
Hey, that's a walk.
Brown to Smart. Smart extra pass.
No, rim. Oh, man. 3. Don't let them come back, Warriors. Come on. Come on.
Good extra pass by Smart.
And this crowd trying to fire up this team. Chance of defense. Clay Thompson on the bounce. The runner short.
Warrior ball. Good. Take it. Take it, Steph. Yes. Woo! Up by 14.
Offensive rebound. The Warriors getting rewarded. They're plus 10 overall on the boards, including 10 offensive rebounds. Curry trying to go on board.
Nope.
Harper passes it out to Tatum. He's run off the spot.
Air ball. Air ball. Air ball. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Yeah. Can't do that. I learned that in the Johnson's backyard in Chicago. Can't do that.
But I'd rather see Al Horford punish the smaller Steph Curry. Gets the offensive rebound, but I'm talking about prior to this. You get Steph Curry on you one-on-one, and the Warriors are being so disrespectful that they're not even sending help.
Horford tips it. Curry tips it.
Warrior ball.
Nice touch by Curry, although the Warriors disagree.
It's a Warrior ball. Come on, what the heck?
12 to shoot for Ine Udoka's team. Curry picks up Tatum on the switch. Smart. Nice fake. One dribble. Kicks it out.
No basket. No basket. No basket.
Here's what I'm talking about. You get the matchup you want. They're playing one-on-one.
He backs it. Curry using his body. But he's point blank at the basket. No shot blockers.
Smart. Drive ball denial on Curry. Porter up top to Thompson. Shot clock has been winding down on every possession.
Dang it. Clay. Man.
Number 10. You would expect, again, because of the defensive prowess of both of these teams, so good defensively, that you're going to have a bunch of contested miss shots. You're going to have turnovers, but some of the turnovers are just unforced. Tatum kicks it out, Horford right side. Another three. Al Horford from downtown.
13 down.
Play by Tatum to spot him in the corner as Robert Williams such a little bit of a rush for
4 assists for Tatum.
Get the three.
Porter tries a three to answer.
Yes, Porter gets it. Woo! 15. Woo!
That's a hockey assist. Excellent execution.
They really haven't blitzed him a whole lot
14.
in this series.
Marcus Smart drives in. Nice shot.
In and out. Warrior ball.
Draymond Green pushes.
Take it, Draymond.
Green stops. Klay Thompson.
Take.
Curry sidestep three-pointer.
Yes! Woo! 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 Woo!
50%. The Warriors. Horford tries to answer.
Up.
Horford lining it up here in the third.
Lead back to 16.
Another good play by Tatum. Green helps on his drive. He doesn't try to over-penetrate. Finds Horford, and Horford responds with a knockdown three.
Horford's got 9 points already here in the period.
Get it, Otto. Get it, Otto. Yes! Otto Porter! Back to 19.
Close out for Robert Williams from a drop position to get back to the very good three-point shooting.
Nope.
Smart misses the
Nope.
three.
Warrior ball. Warriors get to extend the lead.
6 assists for Green.
And that's.
Curry a long three.
Yes! Exclamation point! Bam! Woo!
Absolutely ridiculous. Range unlimited. Mama, there goes that man, and it says, put a ring on it. And the previous play, Draymond Green does his job, setting the screen.
He did. Ring, yeah, look at the ring. Yeah, looking for a ring. Yeah.
Woo. Bills to pay off. More big hits. Let's get hit with hidden fees. More terminated pitches.
It's not on.
Collision payments. One month.
I think I did that actually.
$750 less than cable per year.
I gotta
Try
figure out
free.
how to get this white cake.
My dog's the best, but he's not
race with other animals? What is it with you? Hello, normal dog. It's the FedEx guy. Who's he working for? General Zod, the Legion of Doom. FedEx, a federation of X's, not to be trusted. We don't get soups like I get soups.
You should call me Iron Man. No.
Wake up, buddy. It is 1 o'clock.
And Dwayne Johnson, Super Pets, rated PG, July 29th. At Napa, we keep things moving. But we're not thinking about cars. We're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits.
Hey, folks. Here's
incredible drive-through burger ever. But now
you're asking me to about threes.
These incredible sandwiches when you sign up for an account at Arby's.com. Incredible! Arby's.
Steph Curry has the record for threes by an individual in the NBA Finals. But in terms of the team,
category to home improvement. 2 p.m. more on a new doggy door. Extra large.
With the Bank of America customized cash reward,
the Celtics
you just can't stop getting rewarded.
Set the record. Hold on a second. Yeah, the Celtics set 2 3-point.
Let's go, girls.
So far. They had 307 for the Celtics. So trying to find out what the finals record is.
Broadcast or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Making buckets is brought to you by KFC. That's what Steph Curry has done his entire life. He's got 9 of his 21 here in the third quarter. 5 of 6 from three-point range. Warriors up big in the 11th back in San Francisco.
Okay.
One of those watch parties at the Chase Center. Home of the Warriors. Smart drives. Can't get at the dough. Oh, and a tip in from Robert Williams.
The Warriors are 12 3-pointers away from tying the record.
Green and Smart. Shot clock at 7. Green season opening drives. Layup won't go. Woody's tip. That misses. Kept alive by Williams, and Brown comes away. Down the table. Tatum pumped away by Curry. I'm going to tell you what. Give Steph Curry credit. Will never be known as a lockdown defender, but a much improved defender. Competes at a high level and leaves it all on the floor. He says 2 reasons: strength and just experience. There's Tatum falling away, can't get at the ball, tipped, taken by Horford. Tatum takes the 3, drives inside.
Hey, it's a walk.
Tatum felt there was a foul. 9 to shoot for Boston. Don't you know about those players just have tremendous game plan discipline and they compete?
Yeah, and he's fighting. And like you said, incremental improvement is the way most guys, as they gain more experience defensively, if you care about winning, you're going to get better on defense.
Hey, everybody, welcome.
Well, we got about 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Thompson cuts, Thompson shoots.
Yeah.
Off balance, can't get the ball. That's 5 of 15. Marcus Smart will try and bring a Smart.
Woohoo! Drops the 17.
Quickly calls timeout. Golden State up 17 here in the third.
HIMS helps guys take care. Whether you're looking for support for your mental health, performance in the bedroom,
how you doing?
Or hair loss, HIMS can help. At 4hims.com,
well, folks, we've got, let's see here.
Trusted treatments for ED.
Hey, good. Okay.
With a 100% online process and
all right.
Free shipping if prescribed. It's no wonder guys love HIMS. Get started today at 4hims.com.
Chicken fries are back and let you provide mixing that at Burger King. Want them as a side? Duh. A snack? Obviously. A meal?
Oh, man.
Yes. Mix and match chicken fries your way.
Oh, boy.
Only at Burger King.
72.50. The streak continues. God. Let's see here. The Celtics are 7 of 22 3-pointers, folks. And the Warriors are still at 16 3-pointers. In terms of rebounds, the Warriors have 33 rebounds. The Celtics have 24 rebounds. And 21 assists for the Warriors versus 18 assists for the Celtics. 7 steals for the Celtics. 6 for the Warriors. 12 turnovers for the Warriors.
They found me. Land of Morocco tomorrow. I'll tell you everything. This thing's been buried in the ground 30 years. I wanted it to stay there. I'm built for it. I'm defending things. FX is the old man. Premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. One day, this lecture hall will be made of code. And though they're virtual students, what they'll learn together is real. The surgeon will be able to practice as many times as needed in the metaverse before laying her hands on a real patient. These students aren't really back in 32 BCE, but they can still watch Mark Antony debate in ancient Rome. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
A consistent player that made it to that all-star level, and he won some championships. It's all about winning. That's why we play the game. So,
what you doing?
A guy did it the right way.
What you doing? What you doing?
He was very consistent every night he played and gave it his all.
Oh, you're on camera.
An amazing career in his 13th season now. The NBA's all-time three-point king and putting on a show. Was 5 of 6 from downtown, but he's not alone here tonight. There's 16 of 30. This guy right here would have told that guy you should have won it ball because he's done that plus some. He is absolutely, you can argue all you want about the greats that play the game. I define him as a game changer. He has changed the game in an incredible way. And remember, this is coming off an 0 for 9.
Whoa.
A late whistle for an offensive foul.
What?
Moody's call. Took a shot to the face. Payton's going to come back in.
See what happens.
And to me, this should be looked at. If you're going to call it as a shot to the face.
Oh, it's a flop.
Williams is bleeding at the mouth.
But wait a minute. I got to see that again.
They are going to look at it, Mark.
I got to see the replay. It looked like a flop to me.
The other thing I would say is I like the college rule where
Replay. I want a replay. Here we go. Watch this. Watch. Okay. But then
how is Looney supposed to pivot here?
Okay.
Like to me,
But see, that's a flop. Look at that.
I like the college rule compared to
He flopped. All of a sudden, he goes, okay. But look, right here.
This should not be a flagrant.
Okay. He just kind of flopped.
I wouldn't want to be a referee in today's game.
He's faking
That's
it.
a bang play. So many guys sell that. What do you say? Did he
He's
really
faking
get
it.
Is he at? I think blood
Faking it. There ain't no blood. He ain't no blood. He just moved his head back like he got hit. He's a cheater. Cheater. Cheater.
Yeah, this particular play does not reach. I don't think any criteria is met here.
No.
So there's not really severe contact.
Look at his face. Look at his look right here. There's nothing. Look, okay. Look, nothing there. Then all of a sudden, look, watch what happens. Did he see that when he got hit? See what he does? See what he does?
An offensive foul. Thank you, Steve.
He did. Okay, then he does that like he was hit.
Everybody's in agreement. The officials, Steve, you guys, very nice. Oh my
God.
Let's see if we're going to get along. Happens once a year.
Phew. Come on.
Celtics who have bounced back so many times this season are going to need a real comeback to force a game 7. Oakland throws it out of bounds. That's 14 turnovers. The magic number for them has been 16. Well, they have been careless with their passes once again here today. Curry drives on Tatum, keeps that dribble alive. Smart now picks him up. Wiggins makes a move. Wiggins step back jump shot. Brown the rebound.
There's still a lot of time left in this ball game. One possession at a time on both ends of the floor.
Brown goes right. Clay Thompson, 18 points for Brown. He's the Celtics' leading scorer. Curry against Grant Williams. Step back, another three-pointer.
Yes!
From the three-point line and on the offensive board.
And whistle and foul. We'll pick up the second. This is the 12th offensive rebound.
Yeah, Smart just doesn't get enough contact. Good job by Wiggins pursuing the ball. Set coming off 2 dominant rebounding games.
Hey, everybody, it's Vinny Lospinoso. Vinny, how are you?
Been good, Zenny. I came back. I've been busy, but yeah, it looks like the Warriors are very well on their way to win their 4th title in 8 years. Just Zenny, the dynasty did not end by missing the playoffs and then losing the playing round. No, my friend. It was just merely on pause so that way Klay Thompson can get back from injury and in a span of, assuming the Celtics come all the way back down, I think Steph Curry is going to win his first Finals MVP at long last.
What do you think this says about the Celtics' future?
I still think their future is bright. I still think, Kuda's done a great job as taking over as head coach over Brad Stevens. I still think Brad Stevens is going to be a part of the organization for a little bit. I can still see Brad Stevens coaching in the future, but the Celtics, this is a team that, along with the Heat, have been one of the most, competitive teams, one of the most dominant teams in the Eastern Conference over the last 15, 20 years, and I still see that being the case. I think the Celtics will be back in Eastern Conference Finals form at the very least next year. Jason Tatum is one of the best players in the NBA, and Jaylen Brown is also going to improve. Marcus Smart, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, I still think he's going to be up to that level. Robert Williams, the Time Lord, same thing. They still have a great core together. I still think the Celtics are a Finals contender next year, even, but they need to. But it seems like often in the playoffs, time that they should have a chance to win, they just have a lead that just goes down their leg. Like, oftentimes it felt like they were going to lose that series against the Heat because they kept allowing the Heat to go ahead of them. And the Celtics were leading for the majority of those games. But the reason why it got to 7 games and they almost lost in Game 7 was because they just kept turning the ball over constantly. They need to find a way to limit their turnovers. That has been a big issue with them in the playoffs. And if they can handle that, if they just limited their turnovers, at least half of their turnovers, they would probably be NBA champions. And it's still amazing that the Celtics got here. And been a great story for them. Being playing round team to being the second team in the Eastern Conference, going all the way to the finals. Great story, but this is a way to improve on for next season. And at the very least, there's still a very bright future in B-Town, I'd say. What do you think, Zenny?
I agree with you, although right now this game's starting to take a slightly different look because the Celtics have closed to 12 points, which you start putting on that clock and saying, okay, well, is 12 points too little too late? And then you realize it's just a third quarter. We're not done with the third quarter.
We can't think about this game is over. There's still listen, there's still 14 minutes of basketball left, guys. There's still a lot that can happen. I mean, like I said, the Eastern Conference Finals, like that, it really did look like the Heat were going to win that in the final minutes because they were coming all the way back despite being down like 15 in the last few minutes. I mean, the Heat still didn't win that, but Jimmy Butler has put on a performance of the ages. And, honestly, you can make a big argument that even in a losing situation, Butler could have deserved Eastern Conference Finals MVP based on his performance the entire run. Future Hall of Fame performance, in my opinion, as the leader of the Heat. But, there's still 13 minutes left. And the fourth quarter is where these teams really show up. And it's been a very physical, and I've noticed it's been a relatively lower scoring output from either team, which shows us the more how each team is limiting each other's shots. But this is like the witching hour.
Yeah.
This is when shots begin to decrease, and it'll be more about the physicality. I mean, now physicality in terms of the zone coverage of, shot prevention. But it's been a great season for the NBA. I've really liked how they've gone about it. Back to the normal format after the last 2 years, integrating the play-in run, and it's. I can't wait to see what happens next year. I'm only more excited based on how I believe the NBA, out of all the leagues in sports, I believe it easily has the brightest future. No question.
Yeah. Looks like the Celtics got the ball back, and they left Horford. But Horford, a walk and turnover. Foul on Horford. I don't know how he fouled Draymond. So the Warriors should be going to the line now. Al Horford. Trying to figure out what they're going to do with. It's an inbound situation. It's not to the line yet. They haven't racked up that many fouls. Steph drops it off to there. Missed. Warriors need to have those start falling just to keep the Celtics at bay. Good Draymond. What a defensive effort. Draymond. Man.
He's been the defensive stalwart of these Warriors team during their dynasty. It's really been main. It's been many key people, but it's mainly got these three guys: Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Yeah, you have Andre Iguodala and Kevin Durant, a few other contributing pieces, but it's always been about those three men, those three people every single time. And Steph Curry, Joe Lacob, and many other people as well. But those are your trio.
Clay missed it. Folks, this is Vinny Lospinosa, one of our top bloggers.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. He's got a beard trim. Horford missed it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Man. Down to 10. One thing I would say is that the Warriors have done a great job of sustaining these Celtics runs. And then we'll see what happens this time. Because 44 seconds. And okay. Okay, now it's a 9-point game. Haven't seen that in a long time.
This is where the Celtics defense starts to show.
The Warriors have got to just play for two. Just a tempo two. That's turnover. That's Al Horford on Steph.
For those that don't know, Al Horford was an amazing college player too for his time in Florida, winning back-to-back, national championships.
But did that look like goaltending to you? I thought that was goaltending. I saw the ball on the way down.
Something like that.
I think he called goaltending once this entire series. We go up. Draymond. He's going to take the shot. Got it. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Woo. Woo.
Draymond, I've always loved.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorite defensive players. Also, always loved seeing him speak too. On TNT. Also, there was his podcasts here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really thoughtful and authentic individual.
Hey, double. Steps it. Is it my imagination, or they don't call a lot of walks when the Celtics do it?
Yeah, I was going to say the similar thing. It doesn't seem like they call a lot of walks.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I saw this one meme online that it's going to be difficult for the Celtics because Scott Foster is in officiating. And during the playoffs, Scott Foster's with Celtics in playoff games this year, 12-0 with Scott Foster officiating. So, you can't have Scott Foster here. Now, to be fair, I would also say you shouldn't just say Scott Foster's the reason why they won those games. It's way more than just that.
What did Draymond say to this guy? Draymond's drawing with the ref. I don't know what he's saying to him, but I want to be a bug in the ear of the ref to hear what Draymond has to say. That's okay. 3, 2. Oh, almost got it.
Yeah. So close, so far away.
He got a cool in the last game. All right, final quarter. Is this the final quarter of the season? You're up 10.
It might just be. We got to see how the Warriors and the Celtics play.
Yeah.
I mean, the Warriors hold on, then they will become champions for the 7th time in their history, and at this Celtics come back and win, we have ourselves a Game 7 in San Francisco.
Hey, I don't want a Game 7.
Oh, I would not want a Game 7. I would say the Warriors want to, though one could say it could be nice, you want to get, in reality, you need to make sure these series are done quick and fast. You don't want to have another few days prepare. You want your season to end, but you need to make sure that you want to make it done faster.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you're absolutely right. The thing about this is, to me, this quarter is like a mini Game 7.
Feels like it.
Because there's going to be a high level of intensity. There's going to be a high level of physicality. There's going to be plays called they probably would have never ran before. They're going to pull out the stops, both the Warriors and the Celtics, to win. I think the bet is for me on the favor of the Warriors. Something else.
They've been here. They've been here 5 times prior. They've been on the winning end of some. They've been on the losing end of some. They know both sides of the coin.
Well, I got to ask.
They've been against Cleveland. They've been 4 times. Been against Toronto once. Now let's see if they can get it done against Boston.
I got to ask you a quick question. We have a heat wave going here. How's the weather where you're at?
It's been like 70 degrees, like sometimes like low 80s. It's been decent. I have a friend in Michigan in Grand Rapids. He's been dealing with 90-degree weather over there.
We've had 105 degree heat index. Yeah. Today. I went outside and felt for the first time this year, I felt like I was swimming in the air. Oh, shoot. Okay. I went when the game was over. I felt like I was swimming in the air because, in fact, I wasn't going to I got to take the garbage up, but I was going to do it after the game because it was so hot. I didn't even want to walk the garbage can up the hill. It's just, oh man. This is one of those days where they talk about a southern summer, but it's not summer yet. It's like, ooh, I just had to get that out of the way.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Let's see here. The stats that the Warriors have to be concerned about, I think, fouls, because they still have more fouls called against them, 15-10. And that's really the thing that reflects to me the referee's over-involvement in the game, you know? Over-involvement. Here we go.
What do you need to see right now to start this fourth quarter with your season on the line?
Or to say, you got to be aggressive on offense. They're going to play how they play. They're going to get up and down. They're not delivering their shot selection, so we can get right back in the game. They let us do that. We just have to limit the one shot, find the shooters, take care of the ball.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Agreeing with the block. For these Boston Celtics, this is their most important quarter of their careers.
Yep.
Trying to force a game 7 and keep their championship dream alive. Down by 10.
Hey, it's the most important quarter of the Warriors, too.
Always the most important quarter. Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, what could be the last game of the season for both teams?
Yeah, Warrior ball, I get it.
Don't get too ahead of yourself, Zenny.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's still early.
They have a bunch of
Man.
struggling offensive players on the court right now.
Woo.
That's why I would have preferred sticking with the group that pretty much ended the third quarter, trying to put a run together with Steph Curry getting a breather to start this ball.
Well, Horford and Brown were the catalyst in that third quarter turnaround.
Help him! Help him!
On the floor, Horford on the
Help
bench.
him!
Along with Pickett.
Hey, Zenny, who's your mom's favorite player on the Warriors?
Steph.
I know, typical. I was wondering if she was dealing with, like, Iguodala or, Clay or someone else.
Who's your favorite?
I know Steph is the easy answer, but I'm more of a. I always thought Clay was very underrated because a big reason why Clay isn't really talked about in terms of one of the best shooters because you have Steph Curry on the team, but he is just as much. I mean, obviously Curry changed the game, but Thompson was always the one that always came right behind him. All three first ballot when they retire, no question, based on just
I agree with
in this dynasty.
I agree with you. Smart is trying to. Oh, Warrior ball! Smart, turn that ball over. Watch out behind you, Riggs. Boom! Slam home. Woo! Gary Payton. 10:29 left in the game. Go.
10 minutes and 20 seconds that anything can happen.
Got 10, 18, 10, 17.
Also should say how amazing Andrew Wiggins was last game.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He was on a down night for Steph Curry. It was him that came. Maple Jordan came in the clutch and just dominated the entire show for the Warriors. I gotta say, just an amazing performance from him. I'm saying that because a crazy journey for him. Had a great season this year, all-star starter. I'm so happy that he's here. I'm so happy that he's here on the biggest stage.
Hey, foul! Foul! Yeah.
For the nation, for the world's team, I would say. I mean, the Warriors have been the popular team in the entire globe ever since their dynasty started.
Now the foul he thinks is in a leaning in, and that's what he called. The crowd doesn't agree, and he ran over his back. And that's kind of thing you can't. He called over the top right there. No, he called the contact. Right. Boom. 79-68, 11.
People were looking at Otto Porter. It's just me, or does he kind of look like Will Chamberlain? They say that, Will Chamberlain always had so many women with him. Do you think there's a chance that might be his son?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, people like jokingly say he's been with so many. Could there be a chance?
Okay, so I'm gonna avoid that talk until 4 minutes. I'll hold off.
No worries.
Put my powder in there. 80-68. Let's see what happens. Here comes Looney. Looney's the Iron Man. He's played a heck of a contest. Wow.
Yeah, Looney's been incredible.
Who your favorite player was? I said Steph Curry, right? Vinny wanted to know who your favorite Warrior was. Yeah, it's confirmed stuff.
Yeah, all-time favorite Warrior.
Yeah, all time. Yeah, I know it. I know. Yeah, didn't go. Oh, almost a foul on. Here comes Clay and Poole. Good fake. Wiggins in the corner. Draymond over to. Wow, he came out of nowhere. Did Poole. And he gets the two. Woo! Up by 14 now. The lead is extending. 8:56 to go.
Nature is healing itself.
Yes. Just tough. Oh, good pass though. Whoa. Ooh. Now it's back to 12.
Nice cut by King. Like you said, like very good delivery.
Ball getting some room. Williams lurking.
Oh, blocked. We get the three, Draymond. Up.
5 block shots for Robert Williams as Poole commits another foul. That's his third and the team's second.
What is that?
It's my phone.
That's your phone?
It's just going off because it's right by my water bottle.
Oh, okay. You know what I thought that was? I thought it was some of those weather warnings.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, because we've had bad weather here. And Peachtree City has had. Oh. Nope, don't let him walk in there. Nope, can't go. Warrior ball. Steph gets it. Here comes Draymond. 7:55 left.
Almost halfway there.
Get the three.
Three ball.
The Warrior rebound. That's huge. If you hear it's huger, he missed it. Doggone it. Warriors looking for the knockout punch. It's not coming.
Need more than just the knockout punch. You need to make sure the Celtics are still rather disabled.
He stepped out of bounds. Yeah.
My friend Mike in Pittsburgh, he's a Celtics fan. He's saying that's all, folks. And he posted a meme of like Kermit the Frog with a knife at the electrical outlet, saying, nice knowing you.
Steph gets the layup in there. 14 up. Not the knockout punch, folks.
You need a total knockout.
Here comes the Golden Bear goes right inside. Wow. The Warriors need to steal him next year. Need to bring him back to the Bay. Yeah, foul. Hey, did you hear, Vinny, where the Celtics fans were booing the Celtics?
But they were booing the because yeah, it makes sense. Doesn't shock me knowing Boston. Boston fans are very similar to Philadelphia fans in terms of like, anticipation and rowdiness.
Seriously, we named ourselves.
Folks, that man may be the next James Bond.
Idris Elba, yeah.
Yeah.
Saw him in Sonic 2. He was great as Knuckles. I can't wait for his show on Paramount Plus. Also was amazing as Bloodsport in the Suicide Squad. And amazing The Wire, Luther. He's great in everything he does. And I would love to see him as James Bond.
Yeah. Fun. Oh my gosh. Come on, Warriors. Let's see the statistics, folks. Okay, the Warriors now have let's see, that's wrong. Is it? Get a refresher here. All right.
We humans have come a long
The
way.
Warriors have
Our first language.
Jason Bateman.
Still 16 threes.
Our first
They need to change that stat.
Our first phones.
The Celtics have just 8 of 24 threes. Rebounds, Celtics 37, Warriors 40. Turnovers, Warriors 12, Celtics 19. That's the biggest difference. Fouls, Celtics have 13, Warriors 17. That's the other problem.
I was having relationships with my old bank.
It's not the foul thing. They call it the foul thing.
Yourself by checking and savings. Yeah, 1.25%.
It's crazy also for Andre Iguodala to be in his 7th finals in the last 8 years.
Really?
Now I know what you're thinking. A black guy. He's gonna bring me.
Okay, I'll say it.
Shows what you
Are the Warriors a dynasty?
Of course they are.
All right.
Of course they are.
That was easy.
I think they cemented themselves as a dynasty after they went to their 4th straight finals and won their 3rd. It's been 8 years. They've been to 6 finals. They were on the way to win their 4th title. Yeah, of course. They are the best. They are the most influential dynasty of the decade by far.
Yeah, 5 straight.
5 straight in a row. You missed the playoffs the one time. You made the play-in round but lost, and then made it back. 6 finals in 8 years, 5 in a row, 4 straight against the Cavaliers. It's honestly impeccable. This franchise, the run they've been on, especially as for a long time they were seen as the Clippers, one of the bottom feeders of the league. But, a nice Wardell Stephen Curry II gets drafted, and you get the right people involved to build the organization from the inside out. You hire the right general manager, and you have the right owner. Also going to be Hall of Famers, right coaching staff for, that's all you need. That's all you need. Using the right people in place. And here you are. Most dominant team of the decade. I would love to see them go against the Heat because it would be the best team of the first half of the decade and the best team of the back half of the decade. But, we got the Celtics. That's another very dominant team the last 15, 20 years, so not an issue.
Okay. Big, possibly a big play here. We'll see. It's a turnover. Then they got an and one. So okay. So now it's a 9 point. But it's 6:32. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. And Steph, scoops in. Steph, making 86-75. Woo!
Nice.
Marcus Smart almost did a double. Tatum comes in, blocked. Wiggins blocks. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Blunted by Wiggins. And Steph does it behind the back, no look. And there goes. Oh, man.
Almost there.
He tripped. Turnover. What? Golden Bear is hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, Boston. Hey, folks, for those of you wondering why I call him the Golden Bear, because Jalen went to Cal. That's why.
He's trying to split the defense there. Fortunate that the ball went off the Warriors.
Yep.
There's nowhere to go right there.
I think that. They're saying that the ball.
But this is what Ime Udoka has been talking about.
The ball went. I think the ball touched Clay.
Even though that didn't turn out to be a turnover, that's what the problem has been when they've been a high turnover team.
Nope. Whoa! 78. 8-point game now.
He went to Cal, but he grew up in Atlanta, and he went to high school in Merida at Wheeler.
Yep. Okay. Curry's on 3 line, gets it out, kicks it out, and a much needed 3. Back to 11. Boom. Just like that. Just when you think that the Celtics are coming back, the Warriors snuff it out. Boom. Horford to Golden Bear. Golden Bear almost turns it over. Horford just falls. Golden Bear walks. Warrior ball. Clay gets it. Clay takes it right to the hoop. No, to Draymond. In. Woo-hoo-hoo. 441, folks. 91-78. Yay. Woo. Warriors. Woo. 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 Oh, turnover. Oh, 12 gets it. Otto Horford. Horford for the 3. He gets it. Wow.
Horford is like wine, man. He's always He's been so good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Especially like game 1, like 36 years old and he's still hooping.
Still balling.
Still just amazing.
Balling.
Still balling out.
Yep. He got it! He took on Al Horford and won. Steph Curry. Woo. Yeah, now it's Horford. He said, called. Oh. What?
Picks up his 4th. That's the 14th foul. But he fouled him. And so he's going one-on-one. The best player on the floor going one-on-one against a center, and Al Horford is doing an excellent job, but he gave him support.
If I was Steph Curry, I personally think the Celtics defense won MVP.
Yeah. 33-36 now. Well, Tatum walked. He walked. Matt, that's a turnover. Boom. Yep.
The 22nd turnover for Boston. And a timeout call with 3.5 remaining.
Almost there, Ma. Woo! Almost there, Vinny. Woo!
Almost there, right? For number 7 for the Warriors. 7th championship. That is.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Warriors championship rings on display. 2017, 15, and boom, 18. Woo-hoo.
15, 17, 18, and now 22.
22, yeah. 4, I'm sorry.
4, and then 7 in terms of their entire number.
Right. Now, hey, Vinny, since you're in New York, which of the New York teams will be the first to go back to the finals?
Well, between the Knicks and the Nets?
Yeah.
I would say the Nets because they still have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving there. Though the Knicks, they had, a nice Cinderella year in 2021. However, they kind of came back down to earth and missed the playoffs. So I would say the Nets, but, there's still dysfunction over there. So even then, I don't see them potentially happening for a while either. So, honestly, my best bet is neither for a while. But I would say the Nets out of the two if I had to choose.
So who wins the East next year? Is it the Celtics as a repeat?
My main choices are it's going to come down to 3 teams again: the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, or the Miami Heat. I still think those are the 3 best teams this year, and I still believe, unless something changes, they're going to still be the 3 best teams next year. Not just because of the players they have in place, but also the core, the nucleus, and the coaching that is in place for all 3 organizations. I'd say as my wild card, like when I can maybe see as a 4th. One team that could surprise me if they if I could see the Nets as the fourth option if they do get it together. Sixers, I'm still not really sold on because James Harden didn't really show me much. I would say also, the Atlanta Hawks, they had a great season in 2021, went back down to earth as, a playing round team. I would say, as for who do you see as your top three? I would say, though, if I were to gun to my head, I think the Bucks are going to be the East champions next year. What about you, Zennie? Who do you see as the best team in the East next year? Both the contenders and who you see representing the conference.
I have a sleeper pick for the Sixers because of Simmons, and I don't know how that's going.
No. Ben Simmons with the Nets now.
Oh, he's with the Nets. I keep forgetting that. That's right. So I'll take that back then.
No worries.
I'll have to take the Nets as the sleeper because to me the question is the extent to which he fits in with that team and whatever's going on up here with him. I think that once he gets his act together, he's going to be a massive star.
I think so too. If he does, I hope he does. I understand he's not the best shooter, but he is a great defender. And I would hate to see, someone of his talent miss out because of mental issues. And that is a massive part that people should take seriously. But we still got to see how he does. What about for the West? I'm guessing still the Warriors for you, Zennie.
Got the three. He got the three. Sweet. Woo! Steph. 30 points tonight. Now he just hit 30. Right there.
Yeah, he's gonna win Finals MVP now. I hope. You better win Finals MVP now.
The Warriors are hard to. I can't pick against the Warriors. I just can't.
Yeah, the Warriors have been the best team. Outside the couple of years, they've. I would say, but outside of them, I really like where the Mavericks are going. I think the Suns are still. I still think the last 2 years that I still think they are legit.
Yeah.
I would say, if I were to choose one more out of those three,
to me, the other team is the Suns.
Yeah, that's my top three. It's the Warriors, the Mavericks, and the Suns for me.
But the way the Warriors are playing right now, Draymond just threw that away. But the Warriors have the best mix of wildly crafty veterans and young stars.
They're just the perfect balance, great ownership, great management, great coaching. It's literally the perfect roster. It is literally perfect with them. Best run top to bottom. Warriors are still my pick. Not the Lakers. Lakers, I don't think have a shot. And I hate saying that because I love LeBron James. I love Anthony Davis. I love Russell Westbrook. But, there's a lot of issues over in Tinseltown. And I just think I still feel like with the Lakers, they'll probably make I think this year they'll make.
We got it. Yep. A minute 50.
Hey, Zennie, someone's here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I'm having my steak dinner right now.
Knockout, folks. That's it. That's it. Mr. Smart misses it.
Ooh.
Layup. Warriors go down. 99-86. Now we go to the line.
I think it's safe to soon hit up that.
He's got it. Look at that face. He knows he's got it.
That's the face of a champion. That's the face of someone who knows he's got this in the bag.
Yeah.
It's called confidence.
Sweet.
I can tell you're excited.
Sweet. Yeah. Truth, folks. I first briefly met Steph Curry on Lake Merritt 9 years ago in passing. He lived at 12.
I'm going to edit the Wikipedia page. That way it says they're the champions. Is it okay to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Warriors are the champions, folks. They're it. Wait a minute. It's all, you know, it's all conversation now.
That's all it is.
They're reaching in and here's the exclamation point right here. Goes in. I don't know if they counted or not. This pitted the two best defenses in the NBA. But the Warriors found their old groove back and their old formula and their old plays. Now, I don't care what the Warriors do. They need to figure out a way to get number 7. They need to steal him from the Celtics. He'd be great on the Warriors. Brown.
Brown's a great player. He's a nice young forward.
Yeah. That's Tony Robbins right there.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
MVP.
Better.
Hey, is it about time to quote Dandy Don Meredith?
Yes.
Turn out the light, the party's over.
That's an old Don Meredith song from Monday Night Football. Who's singing that?
I'm watching Steph Curry crying and laughing. Sometimes it is so good that you have to do both. He's earned this one.
Yep. Woo!
7 assists, 7 rebounds.
Good actor too, Meredith. Police Story.
Well, I tell you. Went on through the 90, huh?
Hey, Ma, they did it. Andre, woo! The venture capitalist is in. Yeah. Woo!
They don't care.
Woo-hoo!
We need 3 turnovers, man.
A lot of turnovers for the Celtics. That's been the issue the playoffs. Like, they've had games they would really have in the bag, but just those turnovers they would have just come back to bite them. Most dominant team the last decade, the Golden State Warriors. 6 finals appearances.
36.
You think Steph Curry has been the backbone of that team?
Yep,
throughout the years.
Of course, he's been the backbone of that team. He is the Warriors. He's the main reason for their massive net worth growth the last decade, and he's the reason behind this dynasty. Yeah, you may have a great organization, but you need to have those best players too, and he's the focal point of these teams.
Yep. Turn out the light, the party's over.
And Andre Iguodala in the finals for the 7th time in 8 years. Amazing story for him.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's over, folks. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Hey, how about a toast?
Woo!
Toast for
a toast to the winning team.
Here, everybody got 2 live streams going now. Golden State Warriors 2022 NBA champions. How about
Yay! The Bay Area wins again.
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! High five with my mom here. Warriors, high five, everybody. There it is. Warriors, NBA champions. Right there. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. Man. Woohoo! Couldn't have happened to a greater group of
Should have tried this thing.
folks in sports, folks. I gotta tweet this out.
Great team, great organization, just amazing story. Back to the finals and another championship for the Warriors. Truly appreciate this run, folks.
Amazing.
Really appreciate the run because you've been witnessing greatness the last 8 years with this team.
How many they have so far?
Wow.
In terms of total or just this group?
Four.
No, total.
A total 7 for the Warriors.
7. Yeah, right, 7. Yeah. Yeah.
And 4 of them in the last.
Between Steph and Coach. That's right. That's right. Right. Now, there's Bob Myers, the GM, with there's Raymond Riddler. Wow. Congratulations to the Warriors. And hey, congratulations to the city of San Francisco, who finally has an NBA champion in its history.
Awesome.
In its history. You know? In its history. 103 to 90. We're talking about it live on NBA on Zennie62 on YouTube. Only disappointment is they're not in Oakland. I have to say it, folks. It hurts. But hey, look. There you go. There you go. Join us. Join the crew. That our great vlogger Vinny Vlaspinoso, our great guest Dave Compton. My mom's been cheering on the Warriors right here. A beautiful mom. The Warriors won because my mom was behind them.
Yeah, you got that right. I agree with that.
These the Warriors. The Warriors won the Warriors won the first ever.
My wife kept on asking who that was.
For the Warriors championship history, there was 1947.
Right here, folks. Join us.
The Warriors championship history, the first ever BBA championship in 1946-47 against the Stags. The 1956, both also in Philadelphia against the Pistons.
Right. What it's all about. We'll see it.
1975 against the Bullets, now the Wizards, of course, and of course their dynasty against the Cavaliers 3 times, and this time against the Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a proud moment. Showing him hugging his dad. Oh man. Put the food aside for a moment. Huh?
Wife. It's, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Wow.
He's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, what you said, that 1920 season after Klay Thompson suffered that devastating. Curry only played 5 games in 15. Year, Klay Thompson still out. Lost in the play-in. As soon as Klay Thompson comes back, things turn around.
Yeah.
So many great.
Sean Livingston. Works for the Warriors. That's great.
Overcoming a
Wow.
lot of adversity as a team, individually and collectively.
And Curry had that late season injury. You know, they
Huh.
suffered in that time.
Wow.
Lost some chances to get home court advantage, and the way it worked out in the East, they still have home court advantage. in the
That's his
finals.
wife, Bob.
These last 3 wins. You know,
Hey, by the way, for those of you who are curious, wonder what Sweet July is in downtown Oakland, that's actually Aisha Curry's store. So if you ever go to 14 to Broadway, you see Sweet July. That's Aisha Curry's store. You can go in and buy candles.
A team who's won a championship and clinched the championship here in Boston. The Lakers did it.
Woohoo!
Steph Curry and the Warriors.
Yep, congrats to the Warriors.
Yeah, great. Amazing.
Oh, something else. Wow.
So there'll be no game 7 as Boston.
The NBA title is back in the Bay Area.
Should be in Oakland.
Brief 3-year
Yeah,
absence.
in Oakland.
My friend Austin says ESPN gave Golden State Warriors a 10% chance to reach the NBA Finals during the All-Star break, and now they're champions once again. And by the way, the other teams were the Suns at 20%, the Celtics at 27%, the Heat is 21%. And the Celtics they beat.
Twitter reports Golden State Warriors win Game 6 to clinch NBA title. Woohoo! And they did it without Kevin Durant, I gotta say.
That's who's missing.
That's the missing, yeah. But it's true. But it's true.
So, Zennie.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Yeah. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Let's go do a celebration, then we'll get to that, because otherwise we're not going to give it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you know. Warriors.
Come out to play.
Warriors. Woo. Wow, let me see something, folks. Okay, announcements. 103.90. Let's see here. I'm typing Warriors.
Well, new tonight. Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Warriors parade. All right.
With a champ, Iron Mike Tyson. And also,
Let's see here.
Billy Eichner. It's Jimmy Kimmel Live, late night tonight on ABC.
Okay.
It'll be a late night tonight for the Golden State Warriors as they'll celebrate.
Trying to find out.
Into the Boston evening. They'll head back to San Francisco tomorrow, but they'll celebrate their 4th championship in 8 years.
Incredible.
Yeah, 4th champ. Yep.
Here on the floor of the TD Garden. Let's go to beginning announcer Valentino.
Folks, I am trying to find out.
For the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
The Warriors parade is Monday, folks. And it's also a Juneteenth holiday as a Sunday supervisor, former supervisor Matt Haney. So, there we go.
Presents the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the Golden State Warriors. Team owners Joe Lacob and Peter Goober, and head coach Steve Kerr is NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tibbs.
Thank you so much, Lisa. What a phenomenal series and a great week to cap off the 75th NBA anniversary season. To the fans of Boston, the Bay Area, and fans around the world, thank you all for being a part of it.
Oh, little baby.
Congratulations
Oh.
to the Celtics, the Eastern Conference champions, on a terrific season. Now, the Golden State Warriors.
Yay!
To Joe Lacob, to Peter Goober, to Coach Kerr, to Bob Myers,
to all you great players, the coaches, and the entire.
Hey, if you guys remember the Batman movie with Michael Keaton, that guy in the Argyle sweater produced it. That's Peter Guber.
Oh, nice. Speaking of which, Michael Keaton's gonna. I don't know if you know, but Michael Keaton's gonna be back as Batman in the Flash movie.
Yep.
But yeah, you probably know the story of that movie, right?
Yeah.
I just want to give all the credit to these players, these coaches. This is probably the most meaningful one. Last year, right now, I love everyone. Like a crazy animal.
Oh, that didn't go over well. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
To keep the game together.
Pull out his wallet. That's all he did.
The players, the Steve players, go for supporting us. I'm thankful. It's I've been with these three guys basically my whole career. So that's one thing every day.
Hey, Bob.
These things are always been perfectly perfect.
For supporting us. I'm beautiful.
He got 9 rings. Yeah, Steve, what's his name? Steve Kerr. But he has 9 rings. Can you believe that?
Well, he's a future Hall of Famer. Doesn't shock me.
He's riding up there next to Phil Jackson.
He has 9 rings.
Yeah, nine rings. I mean, if you really want to, though, I would say, if you really want to get to immortality, you should see how many Red Auerbach has gotten over his time. He's won a total of 16 championships.
No, he didn't.
Red Auerbach? Yeah, he did. 9 as a coach, and then 7 as an executive.
There it is. Steph.
16.
Yes.
A 2-time league MVP.
Yes.
A member of our 75th anniversary team.
Yes.
And
Steph.
for the first time ever, he's an NBA Finals MVP.
Yep.
2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP.
Yes.
Who?
Steph.
Yay. Finally, at long last. Iguodala won it, and the reason why they said was because of how dominant he was and how he changed the series. Durant won in 17 and 18 because Steph was triple teamed. But now, he's finally got one.
I thought he had one before.
No, he never did.
Is that right?
Fun fact, he's actually been the 3-point field goal champion 7 years.
Who is she?
Championship trophy.
No, just it out.
Some fresh energy, some guys that are really hungry to take the next step. But we built this for 10 to 11 years.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely cooked it. Definitely cooked it. Yeah.
This one is different. This one is
And just to go back to the stage.
Champion again. When your leg was atrophied, surgery, he was focused on what could be.
Shout out to Celtics, my little bro Trace. There's some dog names, there's some Step up, I'm ready to do the train. Seeing more guys, Andre. I'm just this is crazy. I can't even get it. I do the prosperity in real time. I'm getting busted up on the GUD team, and I had to take it on the chest. I knew it would pay off. So to be here again, I'm so proud of every single person in the organization. It's crazy. Shout out to my Canadian family and national watching. My family in Washington. I love y'all.
There's a lot of babies. There's a lot of babies, you know.
Those are baby's kids.
Yeah, babies. Come on. Woo-hoo. Come on. Yeah.
And you know, for him to battle back and come back January 9th, all the talk, he can't move, he's wild.
Oh, man.
My brother's a champion. That's why him play, he don't lose. And we needed him back to do what he's done. We made.
I need a drink. Margarita, huh? Hey, Zennie, is it okay to have a drink now?
I got some water. I don't have any alcohol with me, but
I got some margarita.
I need to get some White Claws at the store.
You were just so much more from Draymond.
Yeah. Warriors win.
You know, this is every day. You know, every day they're preparing themselves.
I'm watching the kids play.
Crush some ice. What?
Ice.
NBA champion.
You call.
You know, Joe Lacob.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna do a little celebration myself.
2022 NBA champions.
Yay!
You sound excited.
Yeah, I am excited.
Oh my goodness!
Clay Thompson. I don't need no crush ice. I can get some ice.
Right. Mark Jackson said it the best. He said, "Are they the most talented team?" No. They're the most together team. Right. I want one of those hats.
A dream after being
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Cool. I thought it was this.
All right, so all right, everybody. What was the signature game in all of this? In this series, what was the game that made the difference?
I would say I would definitely say Game 4.
Wait, got 43.
Game 4, I would say, was the series changer, in my opinion.
Yeah, my mom said the one that Curry scored 43, which was Game 4.
Definitely. I think Game 4,
Yeah.
winning in Boston, winning on the road in Boston was a huge turning point, and it only led the Warriors led the momentum as a group, as a unit in Game 5 in San Francisco, and they got the job done here in Boston yet again for Game 6. And amazing performance by the Warriors. Again, the Warriors got their revenge from 1964 against the Celtics, where they beat them. NBA 75th anniversary, both teams celebrate their 75th anniversary. It only seems fitting that this is the matchup we go with.
Yeah,
and it ends with the team that won the first BAA championship, not including the NBL first BAA, to win it this year. It only makes sense.
Okay, now that we got that, Dave, what are your thoughts? And you have a carbon you want to share with us, right?
Oh, definitely. You want to see this right here. But hey, but I do want to say, here's to the Warriors. I really want to say right there.
What you have there, Dave?
I got my tea.
This is tea.
Right, he has a version.
You have tea there, Dave? I don't know.
Oh yeah, tea.
He has tea. I have real tea. I have Here's to the Warriors, everybody. Cheers.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
to the Warriors.
Yeah. Woo! That's some good tea.
What kind of tea is it?
Huh?
What kind of tea is it?
I don't know if you can share that kind of stuff online.
This is too much. Yeah, not on this one. This is turmeric tea, though.
Oh, nice.
This is ginger and turmeric tea. This is good for
Ginger,
you.
turmeric, and garlic. That's the three main building blocks of a nice Indian dish.
Oh, no garlic in here, but this is great for you if you have problems with arthritis or it's anti-inflammatory.
Mm-hmm.
If you put licorice in it, it actually fights COVID-19. No joke. This is not a Herschel Walker statement at all. Hey, Jay, you've got a carving.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Show us what you got.
Carving.
Yeah, you want to see this right here, Zenny.
Dave is Mr. Carving. Look, I'm going to put him on solo so we can see it right here. You're the man, Dave.
Hold on a second.
Like wood carving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, this is my. I just finished it up today.
Whoa! I gotta take a picture. Hold it right there,
You
Dave.
carved that? That's awesome.
Wow. Hey, folks, this is Dave Climpton's wood carving.
Check out what it says at the bottom.
Raider Nation for life.
Raider Nation for life.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hey, Dave, tell them how long it took you to make that.
This right here only took a total time, maybe about 4 hours.
4 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you paint it exactly?
This right here is a clear coat. It's an oil-based clear coat that I went ahead and put on there. But the bottom base is I just sprayed it. But using like a 2x8 and cut a piece out of it to make the base. Check this out. Along with the arm, if you can see it.
Oh,
nice. Really good looking. What kind of wood is it?
Hey, how can one buy it? How much is it for?
How much is it for? $125.
$125. How can they buy it from you?
Well, I'm setting up everything online as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my directions on how to go ahead and do that.
Huh.
And so
you don't have a web page yet?
Well, the only thing I have is that Compton's wood burning, but I'm trying to set up PayPal and perhaps a couple of more.
You don't have a .com where that person can go to?
A .com?
Yeah.
No.
Like daveswoodcarving.com or something like that?
I got to set that up. That's something that I wasn't hip to, shall I say. For lack of better words.
Or hep to. Or hep to.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It is.
So
it's great, yeah. It's cool.
But yeah, but this is the first of many.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going down to Bakersfield. Not Bakersfield, but what is that? Yeah, Bakersfield, I believe. In about 2 weeks.
Okay. Hey, so folks, if you want to find out how to get it from Dave, just contact me at Zennie62 Media. I'll forward it to him. Nice job, Dave.
Well, here, hold on a second. I have a card you can take a picture of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm making a video of this.
I got a bigger one. Give me a second.
Time's up. 1 second. You said a second, man.
You're worse than I am saying that right there.
Yeah, I got you back.
I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm trying to get around.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It's funny. Anyway, so if you can see that right there,
hold it closer.
So I'm not holding it right.
All right, we got your Compton's Woodbrain. Got it. Email closer. Put the number closer.
The number?
Yeah, there you go. We got it. Okay, cool. All right. That's how you contact them, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to Zennie62 and bookmark OaklandNewsNowBlog.com. I got that video right there. Mm-hmm. And then I got a jam, so I'm going to put it back to even like that. And hey, Vinny, got any parting thoughts before we close the show right now?
All I got to say is Warriors 2022 champions and Steph Curry's finals MVP. That's been a big running joke the last few years, but now that he has it,
he's got it. He's it. Yeah, he's not
I personally thought he was one of the greatest players I've ever seen.
Now
This is just another topping on the Sunday of his accolades.
Exactly. He's definitely Hall of Fame. You know that already.
Well, yeah, I think he was a Hall of Famer as soon as they won their first championship, honestly, because he literally, as soon as that championship happened, he literally changed the way the game is played. That, to me, changing the way the game is played is bigger than any finals MVP, but he's just added that just an added bonus. He doesn't need it, but it's even more just to show how dominant, how important he's been to the sport itself.
Right.
So now you can mark this calendar, and I'm going to talk about this more later, but I got to do a chore before I'll do it tomorrow night. But I'm going to write this down, and some will disagree, but look, this day marks the death of sports in Oakland. Sorry, that's the way it is. Why do I say that? Because this game, I'm going to tell you, there's one person that really deserves accolades, and you've never heard of him. Maybe you have, but I'm going to make sure that he is presented here and thought about. And this man you're about to see is the man, excuse me, friend of mine, who responsible for bringing the Golden State Warriors to Oakland. To San Francisco. Maybe Oakland's stealing back. If I can get this screen won't come up. It doesn't want to all of a sudden.
You think Oakland could get a WNBA team?
Oakland's problems are a lack of will, really. The question is, when is Oakland going to get the will to rebuild itself? That's the question.
Yeah, especially with the A's. Who knows?
Yeah, I think that they have their issues are more important than what they look at as sports. Sports is not on it's not on the front page.
Yeah,
for many years, Oakland with the Raiders, the A's, basketball, baseball, whatever, has always been out there. Right now, it's like a tumbleweed ghost town.
But the problem, Dave, is that it won't let me bring this up because the disc is full. So I'll just.
And even with the A's now, they have the worst record in the MLB. It's sad. It really is sad.
Dave, I disagree with you. It's not so much that there are more important issues. It's just that Oakland is populated now or ran by people who don't understand how cities are built.
Yeah.
The Baltimore mayor, Schaefer, said it best. He said that you have to have amenities so that people can enjoy living in a city, because every city has its pathologies.
Yeah.
But the trouble is that in Oakland, we get too caught up in our pathologies. And like, for example, Oakland District 3 Councilman Carol Fife, District 3 is the district that my place is in. She says that regarding the athletics and here we go. Regarding the athletics and the Howard Terminal, she says there are more important things than a baseball stadium. But look, you know what? The baseball stadium is really a large-scale event center that seats 40,000 people up to that. You can use it for all kinds of different events, ballroom shows, everything, okay? And conventions, car shows, football games to be played at the stadium, all kinds of things. It would significantly boost Oakland's convention capacity, which is right now in the toilet, all right? But because we have people who like her, and that produces jobs. But because we have people like her who think the way that she does, we get people who attack Howard Terminal, all right? But by contrast, we have or had elected officials in San Francisco
like this man you're about to meet. This is San Francisco mayor and friend, the late Ed Lee, friend of mine, talking about doing the deal that got the Warriors originally to San Francisco. Here's Ed Lee, December 12th, 2017.
2.5 years of construction. So it'll be 2 years from now that we really see it.
There have been grandiose plans for this.
I'd say shovel in the ground is about 2.5 years from now. Yeah.
So there have been grandiose plans for this in Pierce for decades. Cruise ship terminals, mixed-use development, etc. They've all fallen through. What's going to be different this time?
Well, I think this time we've been doing things a little differently, and certainly under my administration, with as much kind of private sector investment that this idea calls for. I wanted to make sure that elected supervisors and court staff and commission, rec park staff and commission, planning staff commission have kind of a similar vision. So we worked behind the scenes last month to really talk to everybody and get their upfront view on this. And I'll tell you, that's resulted in that nice letter that we sent, because I think in the last week or so, when they were really thinking, is this really going to be something that we're going to commit, they saw that letter. And I think Peter and Joe and Rick, I think they saw this letter as being indicative of a new way that we wanted to approach this. Whereas before, we kind of announced something and then waited for everybody to weigh in. We've been through that several times, and you're absolutely right. Several times on this site, several times on big projects in the city. And I wanted to talk to staff, and I talked to Jen Matz, my whole economic team. Is there something we can do a little differently that signals a different spirit, one that's going to lead much more, have a chance to be successful? We didn't get to do that with America's Cup. You know, I wasn't really a part of that decision making. I was in the room with all the other economic reacting to things, but I think this is different for that very feeling that we're getting as much assurance on the front end that the vision is shared by a lot of other people. Not all details have been worked out. We're going to still have a lot of bumps in the road, and we're prepared to do that. But I think it's the signaling of a strong teamwork with not just the front office, but some people in the second and third levels already thinking through this and helping us stand through it.
We don't have redevelopment anymore, so are you concerned that because of the inability of the city to use redevelopment power, that perhaps this deal won't get done if private markets change? There is that. I mean, I've done a lot of deals. So,
well, we of course had to do our own little financial research on our new owners, and you know, I don't think these three gentlemen would be here announcing so publicly that they're going to do this on private financing if they haven't locked that up. And I know also that they wouldn't be able to lock that up unless we were a city with a lot of economic confidence about where we're going. That's what I've been working on, and I think it's been very complimentary without getting into their private business.
Right.
You know, I haven't required them to name names for me or anything like that. All I said is, here's what I'm doing. Here are examples of why this new approach is getting success. We saved Twitter, but not only Twitter. Now you look at that very site, and there's at least 6 other companies that fill that whole place. And then I signaled CPMC, we're getting that done. We're getting 2 hospitals done. Oh, now it's 3 because Chinese Hospital and St. Luke's. I mean, we're getting things done with a strong economic foundation. And our job creation is excited. You know, I did 2 commencement speeches last weekend, and you should have heard the number of kids who are so hopeful that our city is going into the jobs creation, because they're nervous coming out. Anybody would be nervous. But I think the investor confidence we've created and all the things that we're doing has invited people to say, I'm going to put in hundreds of millions of dollars in the private stuff and take the risk with the city, because we're all going in it together.
We just have time for one more question and get back to the
litigation from the city of Oakland?
Well, you know,
it's very real, I might add.
You know, I think then, you know, the first week, a lot of things are going to be said, and you know, I've been around long enough to know that the first week I don't react to, because it's, oh, they said that. It's kind of like when I was elected, you know.
So, folks, that was the late. He died of a heart attack 2 years later. But that was the man who brought the Warriors to San Francisco. That was late San Francisco Mayor and friend Ed Lee. So he's really a tribute to him. None of this would have happened in San Francisco without Ed. So there you go. And I think that's fitting to close the show on that note. All right, guys.
Thanks for having us on.
Hey, thank you for coming. Hey, thanks everybody, and congratulations to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, congrats, definitely.
And this is tip for Ed Lee, my friend. He saw the vision, he got it done, and he did it in a way that was extremely professional. That shows what a good Democrat can do in power when they understand how to bring sports and business together and serve the community need for jobs at the same time. That was the late San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee. All right, folks, this is bittersweet, but there you go. See you all tomorrow night.
Have a good night.
All right.
Good night.
Yeah, thanks, Vinny. Thanks, Dave. Hey, get Vinny's woodwork, Vinny. I'm not Dave's woodwork. But folks, catch Vinny on Zennie62. All you got to do is type VINNY. Los Pinoso. He's the great vlogger we have here. Thanks.
Please
Vinny.
watch my stuff.
Watch his good stuff. All right, thanks everybody. That ends this broadcast. We'll see ya. And you guys can stick in the background. Thanks.